Hello, hello, hello. What's up this morning, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to you. Oh my god, we're echoing again. Good to see ya. What is up, Dylan Hunter? Stone Rain. Good to see you, Stone Rain. The Third World Jesus. A joint strup. Autism. How are you? Good to see you, Thornblood. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone is having an amazing week. Today, I wasn't sure. Hey, Leon Stew, good to see you. I feel like it's been a minute. How have things been, Leon Stew? I wasn't sure what to stream today, so I figured we do a little brewing around new anthology stuff. Yeah, the double sound should be fixed now. I always forget if I watch something on Twitch before I stream, then the volume's up. It does this subception thing. The Bramble Combo deck with Chico and that. Oh, I still haven't actually tried it. Do you have the list again, Shotgun? Let me look at it again. I know I looked at it a while ago and it looked cool, but I haven't actually played it yet. I'm liking your base so far. I've been trying to come up with a Dead Guy L Stoneforge deck. So this is not all one deck. So I figured, I wasn't sure what to stream today, so I figured we'd do a little brewing. And here are some of the cards from the newest anthology that I'm interested in brewing around. So I figured I'd bounce it around off of all of you, and you can kind of give us a bit of direction today. So the cards I'm interested in, actually, we'll get into them in a minute. Before we get into that, the Demon Soak, I actually forgot that they added this to Arena with the Anthology. We played such a cool modern deck around this card a while ago, so I'm kind of interested in trying it again. So I think the Demon at Escape could be cool. I did want to announce next stream, so next Tuesday, I think we should do a viewer battle stream. It's been a bit, people have been asking for it, so let's plan on viewer battle stream next Tuesday, which, like usual, if you want to get in and get your name on the list for the viewer battle stream, send me an email, severinolive@mtgoldfish.com, or let's expand it out. You can just whisper me here on Twitch, too. I will check my Twitch whispers. Let me know your arena info, your name, and the number that goes behind it, and what format you want to play. I'll get you on the list, but let's do some viewer battles next week. And that should be fun. We haven't done it in a couple of sets. I don't think we've done one since Edge of Eternity, so I think we're about due for some viewer battle action. So let's plan on that next week. Let's oh man, let me see. Can I look at this deck list? Let me see. Wow, this deck list looks interesting. Hang on, I got it. We're doing this on hard mode because we gotta space them out here. All right, you go down there, you go down there, you go down there, you go down there. What is this deck? Hang on. I gotta know what this deck is. I gotta know. Oh, it's a Kellen Joins Up deck. Okay, I'm remembering now. Kellen Joins Up, Mystic Monastery. All right, we're getting there. I know this is such a intriguing bit of streaming. The click simulator to see a deck list. We're almost there. What is this deck trying to do? Okay, I think we've achieved it. We've achieved a deck list. Okay. So this deck, Flamehole Grappler that copies something. So Bramble Familiar. Oh, I see. So this deck, it's trying to Kellen Joins Up to plot a Bramble Familiar. Then you can cast the expensive side of Bramble Familiar and hopefully spin into Craterhoof, I guess, or like something relatively large. And then if you can Flamehole Grappler it or copy it a bunch of times, like with a Chancellor of the Tails, then you get multiple spins on it. That is a fun idea. That is definitely a fun idea. How has it worked for you? I'm very curious how it has actually worked. Hey, what's up, Lucid? How are you? Good to see you. Went 2 or 3 in my LGS with 8 rhinos this past weekend. Was so close to the top 8, but could tell the deck was I could tell the deck. Wait. I could tell the deck wins against mono red. It felt really good though. Hey, 8 rhinos, eh? I feel like Skirmish Rhino, I feel like it's still close to being good. And got the Debris Veto, with the yellow border even. That looks fun. Skirmish Rhino is such a cool card. Kurosty back, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to your face, thank you. Hey, what's up, Duke buddy? Good to see you. Welcome. Have you seen this Sultai Enduring Vitality, Flood Color, Combo Disc, and Standard? I have a list for you. I've seen that combo. I don't know if I've seen the exact Sultai build before, but I have seen the combo. The combo's cool. I want to thank you for being a beacon of positivity in the dark. When everyone is doom and gloom, I know I will find Find the fun to be had in Magic. Hey, I love playing Magic, so it's even when Magic's going through rough times. I've thought about this before. Like, I've been playing Magic for a long time now. We're going on 20 years that I've been playing Magic, very close to 20 years. And Magic has been through amazing times and not as amazing times, ups and downs. Like, that is the story of everything, but definitely of Magic as well. And I don't think I've ever had a time where I was not able to find a way to have fun playing Magic. I'm pretty sure that's never happened in those 20 years. There's obviously been times it's been harder than others, for sure, but there's always fun to be had because Magic is such a sweet game. Would you mind taking a look at another commander deck? Let me see what you got. Let me see what you got, Autism. You always have some spicy commander brews, that's for sure. I'm curious, Autism, how many of these decks do you actually build in practice? Like, are most of your decks kind of theory crafting and you make the list, or do many of them actually end up getting built and played and tested? Because you definitely have some super spicy ideas, some cool takes. I'm curious how many of them you actually get a chance to play with, or is brewing just its own reward? Because I just enjoy brewing decks. Like, I end up playing a lot of them, but I also think it's fun just to try to put the puzzle pieces together. Ryan Sinclair, when it attacks, exile card from the top of your library to hit a non-land card, you can play the exile card without paying its mana cost. If its mana, wow, there's a lot of text on this. If its mana value is less than or equal to Ryan's power, put the exile cards not get away at the bottom. And you also get the second doctor. When your end step, you can draw, at the beginning of your end step, each player can draw a card, each opponent doesn't can attack. Interesting. Well, that seems fun. So kind of spinning into Tempest Hawks to get more Tempest Hawks. Hey, what's up, Mega Magic Carp? How are you? Good to see ya. World Champion, hey! Welcome to the Fish Bowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super your thank you. Listening from work. All right, hopefully I won't get you in any trouble. Have you tried Jackal? I haven't tried Jackal yet. Jackal, I've seen it played in just like Simic for value, but I haven't tried to like straight up build around it. MTG Goldfish, you check out the thing I forwarded you by any chance? Wait, is this the thing? Hang on, let me see where this Discord is at the moment. Was that the thing about the card art? The like Yu-Gi-Oh card art? Pokemon card art? I did see that. That is cool. Anyway, let's do our reminders real quick, and then we got to figure out what we're gonna brew. So reminders, yeah, I think that is a neat piece of trivia. I haven't done anything with it, but it is a neat piece of trivia. YouTube, if you're looking for any videos, find them there. Replay YouTube. That's for all the old streams. And shout out to our sponsor, Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you're going to make cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Anyway, what do y'all want to build around today? So here are my ideas. Here are the cards that intrigue me that we haven't played yet. So Demon of Death's Gate would be its own deck, building around trying to get the demon into play as quickly as possible. I think Batterskull, Cauldron Complete, Jide, they kind of go together. I was thinking building like Stonebrain. We could build some like Stoneforge Mystic action, maybe some Callblades type action, something along those lines with the equipment. Fallen Shinobi, we could play ninjas with Fallen Shinobi, which would be fun, although I think a lot of the ninjas have been rebalanced, which is kind of awkward. I think they were rebalanced to be better, but Fallen Shinobi ninjas could be a thing. Gut and Broadside Bombardiers, these ones, we know where they go. They go in Mono Red Prison. I just don't know if y'all are sick of playing Mono Red Prison yet, but we've seen Broadside Bombardiers be the finisher in Legacy, like Blood Moon decks, Mono Red Prison style decks. Gut kind of does the same thing. I think it's mostly worse than Bombardiers, but another finisher for those like Blood Moon Prison style decks. Necromancy is actually a combo piece. There's, what is the card? Okay, Leonin Relic Warder, I think. There's actually an infinite combo. Leonin Relic Warder. When it enters, you can exile an artifact or enchantment. When it leaves the battlefield, you return the exiled card to play. So if you can reanimate a Leonin Relic Warder, you start a weird infinite loop where Leonin Relic Warder exiles the Necromancy, which makes you sack the Leonin Relic Warder, which gives you back the Necromancy, which reanimates the Leonin Relic Warder, which then will sacrifice itself by exiling the Necromancy. Loop, 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 loop. Infinite triggers, infinite death triggers, infinite enters triggers, infinite constellation and eerie triggers. Put anything that triggers off that in the game, you go infinite. And then Staff of the Storyteller would just be kind of tokens, kind of an old school black-white token style deck. So I don't know if any of those are intriguing to you. Use the Gauntlet that exiles from top. Gauntlet. The exiles from top. I'm not sure. I mean, Stoneblade would be interesting. Also, I think we're on the wrong channel if we're talking about Mono Red Prism. That is true. I do like my. Well, let's start with Stoneblade. Let's start with Stoneblade. We can always build multiple decks. Let's start with some Stoneblade action. Hey, Empty Dealfish, hey, I watched your video. How about Wizards is now factually all the money at Hasbro. Very insightful. Please more of those. Hey, Cyber Killnose, thank you so much. I'm glad that video was helpful. Yeah, I find stuff like that interesting, so I would like to make more of those. The Demon, please. It's one of my favorite modern decks you ever built. Ooh, okay, so Demon and Stoneblade. Demon and Stone. All right, let's try to build both of those. I think Demon should not be too bad. Should not be too bad to build. The W? Wait, what are we talking about, Joe? I'm so confused. All right, Demon of Death's. No, Demon at Death's Gate. Something like that. So Demon at Death's Gate. Oh, I see. We have not collected it. Demon at Death's Gate. Probably, I think Historic's gonna be better than Timeless for this one. I'm pretty sure it's gotta be Historic, right? I feel like Timeless, it would probably just be too fast, too degenerate. Too many Swords to Plowshares and Solitudes. I have to go, pretend to be useful, get ready to phone in my job at work. Hey, have fun, Mega Magic Carp. Thanks for swinging by. So the question number 2. What is our backup to Demon at Death's Gate? There's gotta be a backup. Because we only have the 4 copies of Demon at Death's Gate. Torgar? Rottenmouth Viper. Maybe Rottenmouth is better. Rottenmouth Viper, we need to sack any non-lands. Torgar, specifically creatures. Sadly, World Gorger is not, because I want to do World Gorger Necromancy combo, but it wasn't there. Torgar is probably as close as it gets. So if we have 3 creatures, Torgar's 2 mana. Oh yeah, Strip Mine is the card of Timeless at the moment. No doubt about it. Awaken the Blood Avatar. Awaken the Blood Avatar. How much does it cost though? Additional cost to cast a spell. You can sack any number of creatures. It costs 2 less for each one sacrifice. Each opponent sacks a creature. Create a 3/6 black and red avatar creature token with haste. And when this attacks, it deals 3 damage to each opponent. Okay, so if we're in Rakdos, that could work. That seems possible. What is this deck? Spooderman combo. Interdimensional Webwatch. I see. So we're trying to Leonin Relic Warder to keep blinking the interdimensional Webwatch to storm off. That is a hilarious idea. Wow, I might have to try that for an Against the Odds deck, because that is a really funny idea. All right, so next question is, what are we sacrificing? We need sacrificable black creatures that cost 1 mana, essentially. So what are we sacrificing to get our demons on the battlefield? Ooh. Huh. Archfiend's Vessel could be interesting. Shambling Ghast is a good one. I guess we can probably just put, let's put dies on there. Shambling Ghast, ooh, Cursebound Witch. Cursebound Witch is a death trigger card. That could work. Eye Twitch is actually kind of fine. I guess we just mulligan. Greedy Freebooter is kind of fine. I guess we just mulligan kind of aggressively to find a payoff and things to go with it. Shambling Ghast seems good. What about, like, do we care about damage? So Demon deals 9. If we sack a Serrated Scorpion, that's 2. That means Demon's a 2-turn clock. I kind of like the Scorpion idea. Sorry with the misclick. I was typing out a story Staff of the Storyteller. Would work in black-white token list. Oh, right. Yeah, Staff of the Storyteller would be perfect in that list. So Scorpion, Shambling Ghast. The other question is, what what is our backup plan? Like, how do we win with these black creatures? How do we win with these black creatures if we don't win with demon? We could also go recursive threats. Bloodsoak champion. We have Gravecrawler now, right? I wonder, should we just go recursive threats? We could just play all recursive. Wait, there's no Gravecrawler on Arena? No way. There's no Gravecrawler? They really haven't added Grave... Jeez, how is there no Gravecrawler on Arena? Yeah, we're probably going to be mono black. I think mono black is most likely. Bloodghast, the only problem with Bloodghast is it's 2 mana. I could see Bloodghast and then playing like Stitcher Suppliers to try to mill the Bloodghast and go that direction. Maybe Sephiroth's the way to go. There is the Edge of Eternities, yeah. We could play, oh yeah, Graveyard. We could play some of those. We could play recursive threads. Yeah, the uncraftable, not collected's on there too, so we should be able to see all of them. So what's our best stack outlet, chat? Maybe that's the plan. So we play Demon. We play the backup to Demon. We play the recursive threats. We play Sephiroth. I think that's a deck. That's a deck, right? Sephiroth, Umbral Collar Zealot for the sack outlet and just go to town. And then we can play Dark Supplicant. Wait, Sign of Darkness? Should we be Sign of Darknessing? That's some old school. That's some old school way to cheat things into play. Sack 3 clerics. Put a Sign of Darkness into play. Okay, so I think we want... Wait, what's this one do? When you complete a dungeon... when you complete a dungeon, you can get it back. Yeah, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. That is a bit much. The warp one's pretty good, though. Nethergoyf. Nethergoyf might also be worth it. Where's the warp one? Let's see. Warp. Yeah, we could try to build a cleric deck. I'm so confused. Oh, it's 2 mana. I see. Oh, it is 2 mana. I think we want all 1-drops, because what we really want to do with this deck... What we really want to do with this deck is go 1-drop, 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 turn 2 Demon at Escape. That's the dream. So I think it has to be... I think it has to be a 1-drop. We need 12 1-drops in the deck. We're trying to build a Demon at Deathgate deck. That is our current goal. Bloodsoak champion maybe comes back if you attacked this turn. Yeah, there's the Cleric Lord, right? That can also tutor things to the battlefield. That actually sounds pretty sweet. I mean, I guess we could play this thing. Cult Conscripts. Cult Conscripts gets the job done. So something like this. And then we play Umbral Collar Zealot. See if we have enough room for this. We play Umbral Collar Zealot. We play Sephiroth. We play Thoughtseize. We play Fatal Push. We play 22 lands. We go 4 demons, 2 Torgars. I think we build a deck. I think we build a deck. Like this looks like a deck, right? This looks like a deck. This seems functional. So we get the nut draw of Demon at Deathgate. We get the backup of Torgar, which is not as good but still good. And then we have Sephiroth Sack Outlet, random 1-drops is our backup plan. Yeah, we just gotta add the mana base. Hey, what's up, Mano VHS? How are you? Hey, welcome, Adam. Good to have you at the stream. Do you have a way to return Forsaken Miner? So if we Fatal Push or Sephiroth, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, all trigger crimes. I feel like that's enough. So Castle Lockwane, probably Mutavault is. Oh wait, Mutavault's not on Arena, is it? Yeah, it's gotta be. Okay, Mutavault. Phyrexian Tower in some numbers. Phyrexian Tower, Hive of the Eye Tyrant, and I mean that kind of looks like a deck. I think that might work. Oh, the channel Yan, yeah, Technuma. Technuma's a good call. So the reason we can't Ornithopter is Demon specifically requires black creatures. So we can't sack Ornithopters. Or we could get, oh man, turn 1 Demon would be so sweet. Triple Ornithopter, sack it. Technuma Bandemire. Okay, that looks like a deck. Sideboard. Sideboard. So we need to beat Energy. We need to beat Eldrazi. Oh, wait. Does that card exist? Wait, what's the ice card? Oh, and Holy Annex probably is worth it, actually. At least in the sideboard. What's the stick to best of one? We could just play best of one. I guess that's true. There is not a 0 mana black creature in Magic. Not that I can think of, at least. Okay, how about this? So, what is the card that they play? Break the Ice. Thank you, Labrador. Thank you. Break the Ice. Is that on Arena? Oh, it's not on Arena? Serious? That's disappointing. The one thing I really dislike about Historic is they let the Eldrazi deck run wild, and the ways to hate on it are not great. I guess we can Damping Sphere. I guess if we just get the Demon. We can play Nykthos. So Damping Sphere, Leyline of the Void. Damping Sphere, Leyline of the Void. We need ways to kill actual creatures. Like, go for the throw. We need, what is our best answer to Energy? Yeah, I guess that's true. If you have the Leyline, the Ornithopters would be black. If we also had Memnite, we don't have Memnite still, right? I don't think it's worth it with just Ornithopter. If we actually had Ornithopter and Memnite, then we might actually be able to build around that strategy. What's our best answer to Energy? So Energy, some sort of sweeper. Toxic Deluge, I guess? Toxic Deluge probably the best one. Yeah, it's gotta be Deluge, I think. Just because it's fast. So Deluge. I do want to look at Clerics before we go. We don't need any life. Oh, Death Shadow. Maybe we're a Death Shadow deck and we intentionally lose life. And then we get him with Death Shadow and then sack it to Demon. Okay, we need a couple more sideboard cards. What's the EOE mono black board wipe? Wait, what's the EOE one? I don't know if we can actually go Death Shadow. We're probably gonna start here. We're probably Pithing Needle. Oh, right, the Ring. Oh, should we be playing the Ring? Probably. How about a Sheoldred's Edict and how about a Liliana? I think that's a functional deck. Oh, we need wild cards. All right, let's crack some packs real quick. We got to crack some packs. Hang on. We need wild cards. Through the Omen Pass. Yes. Spider-Man is the first set that I have not spent. Normally I spend about $200 a set to get the set on Arena. The Spider-Man set is the first set, or the Omen Pass set is the first set that I have not bought any packs from the store. But I think that's about to change because we need to open packs to get wild cards here. So let us crack some Spider-Man real quick. Oh, 0 Point Ballad. 0 Point Ballad could be good. That could be good. All right, let's crack these packs real quick, and then we should have a deck. Let's open these. Let's open these first. So how was everyone's weekend? Have you noticed? I gotta ask y'all something. How are you feeling about Magic right now? Because I feel like the last couple weeks, man, one thing I will complain about Arena is I love opening packs, But opening packs on Arena is so boring. Like, it's like a chore. It's just the thing you do to get the cards, but I don't really get the excitement. I think it's because there's no economy, so everything's the same price, so like the hits are not the hits. Oh, that Bills loss was brutal. How you feeling? Because I feel like, I mean, you know me, I love Magic. Good times, bad times. I love Magic. I love it, and it's super fun at its best, and even when it's not at its best. I feel like I have seen more negativity in the like last couple of weeks than maybe that I can remember in a long time, at least. You know? Oh, that Bloomborough art. I do love this Omen Pass set. It cracks me up. If it wasn't so bad to play with, it would be such a good meme. It's just so funny. Like, oh, there's some Bloomborough. There's a spider person that's riding a spider. I feel like there's been so much negativity, and I really hope that it's not pushing people away from Magic. I feel like that's something I really worry about, because I want everyone to love and enjoy and play Magic, and at times when there's a lot of criticism and things seem negative, I get this fear that it's gonna make people be like, well, screw that, why would I play this game? It's just people complaining about it. But at the same time, I feel like there's times when being critical is important. So, I don't know. Hopefully everyone's doing well out there. Hopefully you're all doing well. The world's such a crazy place that I appreciate Magic, or the way I look at it at least, is being an escape of the craziness of the real world. And I hope everyone's enjoying it. Yeah, Cube is the way to go. MTG has gone the way of Marvel, quantity over quality. Final Fantasy Edge of Eternity was great, but the other 3 sets this year have flopped. I think that might be true. All right, nine mythic wildcards. That is enough. That is enough for now to build a deck. Actually, man, that was only 9. That's kind of rough. Was hoping for more than that, because we already had 1. All right, Demon at Deathgate. Let's do it. Let's do it. Deck number 1. If this flops, we can build another deck. We can build Stoneblade, or Clerics. I really want to build a cube. Now that you've seen the Omen Path 3 skins, do you prefer them to what you expected them to be in the Arachnid person? I actually, like, yes, the flavor of the set is super scattered, which makes sense because the Spider-Man set itself I thought was super scattered. So I think it went better than I expected. To me, it looks like they took the last 2 years of Magic and made this weird, like, Masters set out of the artwork that was left over. And it just makes me laugh. And also, I realized today, why is there, isn't it Hoppy? Why is there a spider named Hoppy? Why is there why? It's stuff like this that gets me. That's just like, why is this name Hoppy? There's so many little Easter eggs in this set that it just cracks me up, because it's just so ridiculous. Hoppy, it's Hoppy. Sad News Bears, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you. Let's try this deck. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're off to the races. Are you scared of spiders? I had someone message me and was like, I think that this background screen of Arena is actually probably not a good thing, because it's so spidery, and I don't like spiders. And I was like, I guess I hadn't even considered that, but oh, we're so close. We get to play first. Okay, one more one drop. No Thoughtseize, Tommy. No Thoughtseize. One more one drop. Opponent. Darkslick Shores. Don't Thoughtseize. Gosh, don't read the demon. Oh, they didn't read the demon. What? Oh, we didn't draw the one drop, though. They didn't read the demon. They just saw 9 mana. They just saw 9 mana and their eyes glossed over. They just saw 9 mana and their eyes glossed over. Found another Darkslick Shores. Tan Mio. Inquisitive Student. Sure. Passes. We get a Thoughtseize. Well, we should play the land first. Play the land. Thoughtseize ya. Kaido. Ponder. Nethergoyf. Ponder? Wait. Ponder's in this format? When did Ponder? When did Ponder become a part of this format? Huh. This is actually tricky. So if we... So we need to take the Kaido, right? We need to take the Kaido, or the Kaido comes down next turn, and it's bad. But if we take the Kaido, they can Fatal Push one of our Scorpions, and then we're far away from Demon at Death's Gate. I think that's got to be the play, though, right? Yeah, I think it's got to just be Kaido. Man, we were so close to the turn 2 Demon. It was really close. Boom. Scorpion, yeah. I mean, plus our opponent just does not give the Demon any respect. All right, opponent gonna kill a Scorpion. I mean, the good news is we can start Castle Lock waning, so that's something. Ponder only draws 1, though. So they still, I mean, I guess they can crack the clue in Ponder to flip Tameo. Another way, if we draw Shambling Gas, we'll play the land. I mean, we gotta keep trying, play the Shambling Ghast. We need one more. We need one more 1-mana creature. We need one more black creature. We're so close. Opponent gonna crack the clue. We're gonna draw a card. Is the Demon even enough? Is the Demon even enough? Watch us do all this and have it get countered. Opponent getting in, hitting us, making a clue. Sure. We will take it. Down to 17. Tap land. Ponder. Looks like they're gonna flip the Tameo. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Give us a cheap black creature. Okay, 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 okay. We can draw. 1-drop. 1-drop, please. Okay, call a conscript. Sure. Opponent still not reading the Demon. Okay, okay, okay. 1, 2, 3, sack them all. Demon at Death's Gate. 9/9 flying trample. Drain ya. Make a treasure. Opponent goes to 13. We go to 11. And... Death. Death. Death and destruction. Death and destruction. We know they didn't have that in their hand when we thought seized them. We know we didn't. Boo! Boo and hiss and boo and hiss. All right, what do we do against this deck? Oh, we thought seized too. We even thought seized them. I don't know if we actually change anything. We gotta keep our creatures. So we gotta have 3 creatures for the Demon at Death's Gate. The fastest Demon is turn 2. 1-drop, double 1-drop on turn 2, turn 2 Demon. This might be a tough matchup. The deck with a bunch of counter spells. We're gonna keep the Sephiroth draw. See if the backup plan can work. This might be a tough matchup. The deck with counter spell and Thoughtseize is probably a good place to be against what we're trying to do. Opponent. Yeah, this hand is not very close to demoning. Opponent, Tameo. Why does Tameo have 3 toughness? Why? Well, pass the turn, can't get through the 0-3. Yeah, control tends to have a good matchup against combo, and I guess we are kind of a combo deck. Achilles, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super, thank you. Are there any black creatures that when they die, make a black creature just to help against removal? I want to say the answer is probably yes. I think the answer is yes. I'd have to check the... Oh, there's a Psychic Frog. I'd have to check the exact tokens that it makes. We draw more swamps. Well, play the land, play the Sephiroth. There shouldn't be any free interaction in this format. Sack the Call Conscripts, draw a card. Oh. Okay. Pass the turd, but now we're facing down the Psychic Frog. Only if a non-skeleton creature died this turn. Opponent getting in. Opponent making a clue. Opponent. Yeah, we're going to take it. Do your frog stuff. if you're looking for a troll deck, my Ornate Imitations deck is really fun, but people usually scoop or assault rope once it's cast. I do think that card's funny. Out of all the alchemy cards, that is one of my favorites. Found it, hits us. We played a deck around it at one point. Although mostly, how are y'all feeling about alchemy cards? Has that changed yet? Are alchemy cards accepted? Can we play decks around them? Found it. Gonna crack the clue. Gonna flip the Tameo. And then gonna kill the Sephiroth. Life keeps getting worse. About it. Tameo takes it up.
That's the library.
Well, okay. So we draw a Fatal Push so we can kill the silly Psychic Frog. Play the land. Only if a non-skeleton creature died under your control. Okay. Well, I guess we just Sephiroth. The problem with this Sephiroth plan is sacking creatures is getting us further away from playing these demons. That is our biggest issue. It's like the sacking a creature is working against. I don't know if I like the Sephiroth backup plan.
Violence is not the answer.
Dark Ritual. So we're playing Historic right now. Haha. We have two demons. We're playing Historic right now, so there's no Dark Ritual. And oh boy, Sheoldred's Edict. We draw a Fatal Push. I think we're pretty done for. Yeah, this is not our matchup. All we can really do, and this does not feel good, we can attack Tameo for 1. Tameo is so ridiculously OP. It is. It's kind of hilarious how OP that card is. It would be cool if this deck could do some Rally the Ancestors backup plan. Ooh, I could see that being sweet.
Defenseless.
Is Demon in Pioneer? No, Demon was printed in M11. It's never been reprinted. So it's modern and back, basically. Yeah, I mean, if they ultimate Tameo, we're scooping. I mean, we gotta try. We'll try to stay alive. They should have an answer here. Either removal for the Munival or a counter for this, and then we scoop. All right, yep. I mean, we're not gonna beat our opponent drawing half their deck. I would love to see Modern on Arena. We're getting closer. Although, man, what they need to do, Wizards, if you're listening, and they're not going to do this because they're putting all their time into making 7 new sets a year rather than doing this, but what they should do, and this, it blows my mind, it's so simple, Wizards. Here's what you need to do. Here's all you need to do. You take and instead of doing stuff like alchemy, where you're spending your extra programming time to make alchemy cards, to do alchemy releases, and instead of spending your extra programming time to do arena anthologies, where you're releasing, and I love the anthologies, but where you're releasing the cards in little drips and drabs, what Wizards needs to do is they just need to go to Magic sets and just start working their way back. Like, we already have a lot of new sets on Arena. If we go back to War of the Spark, Guilds of Ravnica, Dominaria, like somewhere in, or even the rest of the remastered sets. If you don't want to do the full sets, you can do the remastered sets. But they've almost done the entire Pioneer era, right? We're very close to all of Pioneer. They just need to go back to this section where we have the modern sets, and they just need to be like, Modern Horizons 2, it's released on Arena. You get to play a ton of drafts of a super cool draft format, and you have all the cards. Original Innistrad, you know what? We're going to put it on Arena. You can draft one of the greatest limited formats of all time. It's going to be brand new to so many people who have never got to experience how good Innistrad draft is. Same with Rise of the Eldrazi. Rise the Eldrazi, one of the best limited formats of all time. Just start working back and actually releasing the sets. And players will play money to play limited of those formats, and then the cards are on Arena, and then you can have Modern on Arena, and then you can start doing like actual pro tours and so forth. Like you have so many more options. So that's what I would do if I was Wizards. I turned 30 this week and I'm down 40 pounds on my diet. Congratulations, Joe Geomancer. But I gained 5 pounds back at my birthday dinner. Any tips for taking on the 30s? Here's my advice, Joe. And this is something I've realized. The 30s aren't really any different than the 20s in a lot of ways. I remember being a kid, and I always used to think, I always used to think that there would be a day would come when I would be an adult, right? Sooner or later, I would wake up one morning, and I don't know, I would wake up at 5 a.m. and go get a early bird breakfast or something. Like there would be a light bulb that switched on in my head, and suddenly I'd be an adult. I don't think that ever happens. I don't think that ever actually happens. At least it hasn't happened with me yet. So I think just keep doing what is best. Oh boy, this hand is, we gotta keep it. We're so close. Just keep doing the best you can every day, and just keep moving forward. And I think that's kind of all there is to life, in a very real sense. That's all you can really do. How does this deck work? The goal of this deck, and because of this Castle Lockwayne, we're not close to achieving the goal. Oh boy, Outcaster Trailblazer. The goal of this deck is to play a quick Demon of Death's Gate by getting 3 black creatures on the battlefield and sacrificing them all. Unfortunately, we're doing it very slowly now because we're missing land drops. Age is a scam. Yeah, that's been my experience. Have you clicked? Okay. Well, that's a greedy. Man, then we're down a creature, but we gotta do this. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. We are so incredibly far behind. I don't know if we're not. Yeah, it might be. Yeah. All right, on to the next one. So far, so bad for Demon of Death's Gate. Have I cooked up an Iona deck? There might be an Iona deck coming. There might be an Iona deck coming for the YouTubes. There might be one coming. There's a chance. Iona is pretty awesome. Add Infestation Sage. All right, well, we got to finish this match. And then we can look at updating the deck a little bit. So I think we need hard removal. I don't even know if we want the Thought Seizes. Let's go down the Thought Seizes. The good news in this matchup is, if we do the thing, they shouldn't be able to stop it, right? Like, how is a Gruul deck going to deal with a 9/9 Flying Trampler? I don't think there's any way. Okay. The Toxic Deluge is good. All right, we're gonna keep it. It's more okay than great. Yeah, Iona's kind of busted. Well, I guess this is actually Anthology 4. I guess you were technically right. Now play the land, go to combat, get it, hit you. Found it. Takes the beats. Now see, we actually have the 1-drops this time. I think we got to change the deck to maybe get rid of the Sephiroth plan. Do you think you'll be making Magic content forever, or will you stop once you're too old? I don't know. I never really set out to make Magic content, but like, man, 11, 12 years ago now, a long time ago now. Man, let's just draw the demon. Oh, Castle Lockwayne. Well, let's go attacking. Do we need to kill this Outcaster Trailblazer? Killing it will require losing our entire board, but I'm very scared of Outcaster Trailblazer. I don't know. When I started making Magic content, I never tried to make Magic content. That was never like the goal or the plan. I think we're gonna wait. Let's be greedy. Pass the turn. It was never a goal. Like, it's not like I set out one day and I was like, I'm gonna try to make Magic content for a living. It just kind of happened, and I enjoy it, and it's kind of worked out. So I don't know. I'm still enjoying it. It's still kind of working out. So I guess I just keep doing it. Oh, Torgar. But if we Torgar, they still got the silver back. So does this mean we're just going to actually wrath our entire board? Probably. And try to rebuild. Oh, we have to, right? We have to kill this stuff. The Torgar is not going to beat the Silverback anyway. Yeah, all right, go to combat attack. Doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great, but we got to do it. Torgar is a cool card. It is a cool design. Dominaria was such a good set. That set was so sweet. I feel like we could use another Dominaria. I feel like we could use another one. Well, let's Deluge for 5. This hurts, but I mean, I guess we get a couple treasures and then we can maybe just hard cast a Torgar. That doesn't seem that on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we're almost to the hard casting. If we draw 1-drop, we can still cast. Oh, Railway Brawler. Okay. Opponents got a lot of big stuff. They got a lot of big stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, pass the turtle. We definitely got to update after this match. We got to do a little updating. That deck is in Pioneer. Pretty ugly deck that comes in fast and hot. Ugh, Karn. Okay. Bad news for us. Birds of Paradise. Okay. Gets no counters because it has no power. Gonna tutor with Karn. Sure. What horrible thing is coming now? Shimmel, okay. Little fill action. Opponent gonna get in. I mean, we can kill the Karn. This has Menace, right? Oh, doesn't feel good. Yeah, untap. Well, I mean, this puts us to 1. So we kill the Karn. But then they get the Chimmel. We get back Forsaken Miner. Haha, crime them. I mean, maybe we're not dead. Torgar can put us back up to 10. There's a Chimmel. This is gonna be close. Z-Man, welcome to the visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Zoom, thank you, thank you, thank you. About to get a discover into a Birds of Paradise. Okay. Well, Torgar, save us, Torgar. Torgar is bigger than the Brawler. I'm not really a beer guy. Not a big drinker. Never really been a big drinker. Oh, a history of MTG Goldfish video. Nether Void is one of the most brutal cards in the history of the game. Now let's play Take Numa. Go to combat. Hit you with the Forsaken Miner. Opponent's gonna block with a Burst. Well, I mean, Torgar. Full price. That's how we drew it up. Full price. We will go back up to 10. We will pass the turn. We have a 7/6 Avatar. Opponent gonna play a land. Oh no. Oh god. We're losing to this, chat. We're losing to this. That is a 28 toughness Ancient Adamantios. We needed a demon. Oh no, an Ancient Silverback. This is the most Timmy. This is the most Timmy deck. Cold All right. Back to the drawing board. Back to the draw. We can't beat the turtle. We can't beat the. All right. I got an idea though. Let's give this deck another shot. If it doesn't work, then we'll switch to building the Stoneblade deck that other people wanted to see. But I think, and this is how the process of brewing goes. Like, I don't know how many of you brew decks, but the way I brew decks is you have an idea, you put it together, you play some games. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, then you tweak it to try again. So I will say what I have learned. Do we have Damnation? No. Well, I don't believe so. Oh yes, we do have Damnation. It might be better than Toxic Deluge. So, I think we get rid of the Sacrifice plan. I think we get rid of the Sephiroth. I don't think the Sephiroth backup plan is working. So I think we get rid of that. We can look at what makes a token when it dies. So, Infestation Sage, black and green insect. So it does actually work. Nest Shambler makes green. Treasure. All right, so Infestation Sage makes sense. And that gives us another 1-drop. Well, let me see Chaos Game Factory. Ooh, Clerics, eh? Shadowrite Piece. Shadowrite Piece is a cool idea. Shadowborn Apostles. Dread Kekademon. You do have to cast it though, right? So tutoring it not as good. Unholy Annex is probably actually good in this deck. That looks sweet. Shadowborn Apostle. I love my Shadowborn Apostle decks. I mean, we got the Toxic Deluge in the sideboard, which is kind of filling that role. So get rid of that. And then we could play a tutor. Oh. Demonic Consult? That gets Demon at Deathgate. I guess it could just be Diabolic Intent, though. Get rid of the Umbral Collar Zealot. I think we're going all in on the Demon. We are going all in on the Demon. Is there another 1-drop we can play? What's one more? What's the next best black? Oh, wait. We've thought about this wrong. So 2-drops that make a token also work, right? So like Orcish Bowmaster, if it wasn't rebalanced, but it is rebalanced, but a 2-mana black creature that also makes a 1/1 token or a token would serve the same purpose as 2 1-drops. Case of Stash Skeleton could almost work. Almost. When this dies, create a 2/2. Is there not a enters make a token creature? There's gotta be. Oh, Lazotep. Yeah, Lazotep would. Ooh, Packrat. Packrat's kind of a backup plan too, but you gotta spend mana to do it. Ooh, Jadar. But it doesn't work until end step, so it's probably too slow. High Priest. You got to kick Tainted Adversary. Make some rats. Take them back. All right. Lazotep Reaver. Lazotep Reaver would do the job. If you mutate on a pack rat, you will make copies of your mutate pile, I believe. Oh, the only problem with Marian Apprentice would be so good, but the token it makes is an artifact, and we gotta have black creatures. All right, we're just going all in. We are all in on making these demons work. We're actually gonna trim back some interaction. I don't even know. Do we even need the? You know what? We're gonna get rid of the Fatal Pushes. They're gonna go in the sideboard. Fatal Push is gonna go in the sideboard. We came here to do one thing. How many lands? We probably only need like 20 lands, right? Our curve ends at 2. 2 Fatal Push. Let's do it. I think we broke it. Yeah. Who needs interaction? Yeah, I could see rats being good. All right. I think we broke it. I mean, the best removal is player removal. All right, we have Urborg now. Yeah, and one Urborg is correct. Could this deck play Hidetsugu Second Right? So Hidetsugu Second Right, if I was going to play that, I would probably focus more on Torgar. Okay, we got the Torgar. It's not the demon, but we got the Torgar. Torgar's good. Serrated Scorpion go. I would probably play more Torgars and try to just put you to 10 and then Hidetsugu Second Right you. So I think that is a thing that we could do. I think it would make the deck... It would probably make it even more against the odds, I would say. Oh, there's a demon. Oh, man. We needed one more 1-drop. We've been so close. We even added more 1-drops to the deck, and we still almost got it. Found it. Forest, come on, Dag. Don't betray us now. We're so close to doing the thing. Is this Eldrazi? It's probably Eldrazi. Hold. The demon at Deathgate is coming. Found it. Thinking. What is it with people? You gotta be kidding me. Cursed, I say, cursed. So the only problem with stuff like Corrupted, Conviction, and Village Rights, they would definitely work, but there's a little bit of tension between wanting 3 creatures for the Demon at Deathgate. Kiora, Behemoth, Beckoner. Oh, they're mono green Devotion. There's a little tension between needing 3 creatures for Demons at Deathgate and sacking creatures to draw cards. I guess in theory they could draw us into more creatures to sack, but that's the only problem. That's kind of why we cut Sephiroth, is Sephiroth having a sack creatures was kind of working against our opponent. Is, man, we're just too slow. For this deck to work, we got to do the thing on turn 2 or turn 3. Like, a Demon at Deathgate on turn 4 or turn 5, it's just too late. Like, our opponent's popped off too much. Or maybe it's just not happening. We did add Lazotep Reaver as the 2-drop. I mean, we did the thing, we just did it too slowly to actually matter. So now we play the Demon, but it's just too late. Sack everything. Sack everything. Make a treasure. Drain ya. Get back the Cult Conscript. Combo. And, yeah, pass the turn. But our opponent, they just get to pop off. I mean, we had a hand with 2 1-drops. We just need to draw one of our 1-drops. So, Nykthos? Okay. I know how this ends. I know how this ends. It ends with a 20-minute turn, and then our opponent doing Nykthos stuff. Do we need even more 1-drops? 12. We have 4, 8, 12, 6. Okay. You know how we figured this out? There is a way to figure this out. We have 21 drops in the deck. Our deck's 60 cards. There's 21 drops. Our sample size is 8. We need 3 of them. What are our odds? 53%. 53%. That's not great. That we'll have 3 1-drops by turn 2. What if we have 24? Wow, that actually brings it up a lot. That brings it up to 70%. 70. Okay. We gotta. Sorry, opponent. Sorry. Well, okay. The math has fixed it. We need like 26 1-drops. We need even more 1-drops or 2-drops that make tokens. Do we cut Thoughtseize? I guess we can go. Okay, let's do this. Go down the Fatal Pushes. Go up the Torgars. So now we have 8 payoffs. And now we add a couple more black 1-drops. And then this is our final attempt. If this doesn't come together, then we're gonna build Stoneblade or something. But we gotta do the thing at least once. At least once. And then watch the thing not be good enough. That is the scary part. I mean, technically, how do we feel about Cursebound Ridge? Can we play Cursebound Ridge? We have 20 lands currently. I guess we could go lower. I guess we could go 18. 18's like kind of greedy, but all right, how about that? 18 lands, and now we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22, 26. We have 26 1-drops. 26 1-drops. Let's math this one more time. That was 70+%, right? Success is 26, 8. We need 3. 70. Oh, what if we go to 28? 82. Oh, all right. That's pretty good. Let's get the rest of the witches. And go down 2 Diabolic Intents. No removal. Maybe we want. Okay, let's go Thoughtseize in the sideboard. Thoughtseize in the sideboard. Fatal push in the main. How about that? I think this is the one. This is the one. We did it. The math is right. The math checks out. Okay. The problem with Jadar is it doesn't make the token until end step. The problem with Bitter Blossom is it's just too slow, right? We play it on turn 2. We get 1 token on turn 3, another on turn 4. We really want to try to do the thing on turn 2 or turn 3 at the latest. Because if we wait too long, Gix could actually be an interesting backup, just to draw a bunch of cards. That's probably actually makes way more sense than Sephiroth, because it doesn't make us sack our creature. Well, we found the 1-drops, but we cut a lot of lands. Oh, wait. Did we get too greedy with our land cutting? One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we did it. We did it, Reddit. Solaris, thank you for the raid. You came in at an inopportune time because we're probably about to scoop this match. All right. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Cursed, I say, cursed. Oh, we got to do it once. We got to do it once, and then we can build a different deck. But we got to do it once. We're committed. We're committed. We will stream all day if we have to. We will stream all day until we see a demon at Death's Gate. What about the spell that destroys an artifact? So the challenge with Demon of Death's Gate, it's very specific. It needs to be black creatures. So, oh, wow, okay. All this hand needs is the land. Oh no, did we cut too many lands? All we need is a land and we do the thing. All we need is a land. Serrated Scorpion, go. Come on, Magic Gods. Come on, Magic. Oh, okay, that's not a land. Shambling Gas, go. Hit ya. I mean, we can still try to do it on turn 3. Opponent down to 19. But on turn 2, they wouldn't have a counter available. Opponent plays a Plains. Now we draw the land. Now that we can't actually do anything with it. Let's play a Shambling. They have a counter. They have a counter. Oh, this is going to go so wrong. Shambling Gas, go to combat. Get in, hit you. We got to do it, right? We got to do it. We got to do it. We can't not do it. We can't not do it. It's not good. Treasure. It's not going to happen. They have interact. Actually, this kind of works. Lazatep Reaper off the treasures. Try it again. Reprieve us, will ya? Reprieve us, will ya? We will spend all of our life on this demon. All right. Oh, man, if they just answer it. Come on, we need 2 attacks. 2 attacks, that's all we ask. Opponent, land, passes. We go to combat. Demon of Death's Gate, coming at you for 9 in that. Sweet mother. All right, wait. We gotta give it one more try. We can't scoop yet. This is like what recording against the odds is, but live. Cursed, I say. Okay, hang on. We will build a better deck, I promise. We'll build Stoneblade. We gotta do one more bit of mathing though. We overlooked one thing. We still need land. We need 2 lands. So what does the math say about that? So we need 2 lands out of 8 cards, and we have 18. What are our odds of having both of our land drops on turn 2? 76%. Okay. But if we go up to 20, 82, you know what? That's close enough. 76%. Close enough. Oh, wait. We have a tap land? What is the tap land? Actually, we probably should take out Phyrexian Tower, because it doesn't make black mana without sacking something. And then I guess maybe we trim a couple Castle Lockwains. How about that? All right. This is the one. I think a couple of Castle Lockwain's probably fine. 50% of the time it works every time. All right. Come on, 20 eyes. We got a demon for you. We got a demon for you. All right, this hand, no demon. We will mulligan. This hand, a lot of fatal pushes. We're on the draw. So if we go 1-drop, 1-drop. I mean, I think we keep this. I think we keep it. We got the demon. We have a 1-drop. Oh, it's wizards. Okay. Cursebound Witch. I mean, if we draw 1-drop, Oh, no. Okay, Dreadhorde Arcanist. Has haste for reasons. Gets in. And their next thing has haste for reasons. We will take 4. 1-drop. Okay, that's 1-drop. Infestation Sage. Cult Conscript. Get it. We'll see if it's enough. Get in and hit your opponent. Down to 19. Demon of Deathgate. Sack them all. Get a token. And get a Cauldron Familiar. And a 9/9. All right, opponent. Please don't slink into Stuparas. Please don't into the Flood Moss. Please just die. Please just die, opponent. Please. 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 Come on, 20 eyes. Come on. You can do it. Or you can't do it, actually. Please say you can. I know. Vapor Snag. Found it. Soaking Zad. And. Okay, so. Oh, Soulscar Mage actually means they can shrink the demon with their burn spells. You gotta be kidding me. And now because of... It's a little demon now. It's a little demon. And we're at 1. And we're dead. I don't know why they print that card. I don't know why. I don't know why they... Well, no, they don't. They don't deal with it, but they deal with it with a card that doesn't exist. That's silly. I don't know. What is the name of that cantrip that is just so ungodly overpowered? The cantrip that's like, oh, your next creature gets prowess and haste. We're like, what? Why is that a card? And the answer is it's not, but it is on Arena. This thing. I feel like these are cards that Wizards just doesn't test. Like, I've come to believe that the alchemy cards, that it really is like an intern that just, like, I don't know, randomly generates text. and then they just ship it. Hey, what's up, Jigga guy? But this card is like, is this card not literally one of the strongest cantrips of all time? I would say this is probably the best red cantrip, right? Ever printed in 32 years of Magic. And it's just a random uncommon from one of the alchemy sets. And it's just so ridiculously overpowered. Well, we'll kill the Symmetry Sage. Well, there's a Cult Conscript. Creature number 2. Get in, hit ya. Bound it down to 18. I mean, I don't know how many cards actually get tested these days, alchemy or not. But this synergy is so ridiculous. Like, Dreadhorde Arcanist should not have prowess and haste. That's not a thing that should happen. It's not a thing that should happen. Okay, what about this? Do you think could this card actually be printed for real? Like, could you put this card into Standard? I don't think so. All right, we're gonna skip. We'll give it 2 more matches, and then we're moving on to another deck. We could do a 5-color demon with Leyline and all the cards that make multiple tokens. It's easier to get the creature in a better backup plan. Maybe. I mean, it's a cool idea. It's definitely a cool idea. I'm trying to envision what it looks like. Because then you need to, like, you'd have to mulligan to find Leyline and 3 creatures and the demon. It might just be too taxing on the, like, it's, as we've seen with this deck, having 3 creatures and also a demon is already tough. I'm not sure that we can try to find Leyline, demon, and 3 creatures. So I think there's probably a way to do it and just, like, not focus on playing demon early in the game and just play, like, Kavus and, like, a domain deck. And, like, occasionally sometimes you cast a demon and it's funny. I could see that. I could see that working where you have, like, the turn 6 demon sacking random Kavus and stuff. It feels like it would be too taxing on the mulligans to find everything. Could you explain what Callblade is? Oh, okay. This is the one we've been waiting for. We got 2 lands. We got 3 1-drops. We have a demon. If we get Thought Seized, I'm gonna cry. But we might not. We might not get Thought Seized. It's possible. Callblade is a infamous standard deck from 2011 that ended up getting Jace the Mind Sculptor and Stoneforge Mystic banned in Standard. Back at a time when bannings only happened in Standard. Oh my god, it's happening. Back at a time when bannings only happen in Standard once every decade or so, like every 7 years. They're very rare. But it was known as one of the most, here it comes, turn 2, one of the most overpowered Standard decks of all time. 1, 2, 3, sack them all, Demon of Death's Gate. Get us a token, get us a wish, which is familiar, I guess. And all right, opponent, can you beat a 9/9 Flampler? Opponent plays a tap land, passes, okay, combat. Fragments reality. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We got another one. Serrated Scorpion. Demon of Death's Gate down to 6. There's no fear here. Scorpion drain you to 15. All right, opponent. Do you have another one? Angsty Panda, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup. What are you, a Naya control deck? Why are you looking at our demon again, opponent? What can every deck answer a 9/9? What is happening? Highland. Fly God, okay. Fly God, Lord of the Beach, draws a card. Sure. 9 ya. Play a tap land. Pass the turn. Come on. Hold. Come on, demon. Did we do it? Did we win a game with demon? I think we won a game with demon. It might have happened. I think this is our first demon attack. It only took us like 7 games. Alright, they're done. Speedily done. Opponent passes. We attack with a Demon of Death's Gate. And win? I mean, it has a reach, but we got trample. We don't care about that. Wait, does this keep them alive? Oh, I guess we can just fatal push it, right? Wait. Oh, we can't fatal push it. Wait, they're gonna go to 1? You gotta be kidding me. Found it. Blocks. Goes to 1. Well, okay. Which is familiar. Now we have 2 lethal threats. A demon and a frog. about it. They might be able to beat the demon, but can you beat the witch's familiar? That's the actual question for an opponent. Scoops it up. Cannot beat the witch's familiar. That's the actual secret, is witch's familiar. The frog got the job done, and we did it. We won with demon. Are you running a grizzly bear with a big butt? No, it came off of this random curse-bound witch card. We did it. We did it. Our opponent quitting magic as we speak. Well, we know they have interaction. The fatal push didn't seem good. Let's go down the fatal pushes. Let's go up the thought. Can we win the match? Can we win the match? Maybe we just Toxic Deluge? Let's Toxic Deluge. Let's Toxic Deluge. Go down one of the Torgars. We're going to like that. 10% of the time it works every time. I wish Tabernacle was on Arena, because I'd say play lands, also Glacial Chasm. Oh, I know. I was thinking about that because we have crop rotation now. We got expiration now. But we just don't have, like, what do you get? Field of the Dead is fine. Lotus Field combos. But we just don't have, like, the really brutal lands to get with it. I mean, I guess we can Torgar. All right. We can Torgar. Backup plan. Sure. I mean, we got some 1-drops, Bonnet land. And Birds of Paradise, sure. Well, land and Cursebound Witch, go. Ain't no way we'll win a match. All right. I will take that as a challenge. Let's play a Infestation Sage. Call it Conscript. And pass the turn. So we can get down the Torgar, although it's not as good as the demon. Although we can, I wish we could kill the Birds of Paradise. I mean, Torgar's still fine. It's still fine. Rest in peace. Okay. That actually shuts down a lot of triggers. Well, we're going to play a land. We're going to Thought Seize ya. Make sure opponent doesn't have an answer over there. Fragment Reality and Biza. Well, I mean, we came here to do a thing. We came here to do a thing, and that thing we will do. 1, 2, 3. Torgar. Put you down to 10. Pass the turn. Can you beat Torgar? Opponent. We got rid of the removal spell. They can play the Biza to gain back a bit of life. That is the thing they can do. And then I guess they can just block with... Well, they can't actually block with Biza and Fanatic to kill it, can they? About it. I don't know why they were hovering their Rest in Peace. That's a little concerning. I don't know what they drew. Fountain Port Charmer. Okay. A creature in... Huh? Huh? What is happening? What is happening? We'll play a Lazateth Reaver. Play a Shambling Ghast. Go attacking. Found it. Gonna throw away their Biza. Well, we need a demon. We need a demon. Random encounter is actually, like, legit good. Is it fair to say that Crim's opinions on the podcast are very different from the rest of the cast? Is there ever any tension? I mean, everyone I think has their own takes on the cast. So I would say that Crim's perspective is definitely different than my perspective. I view it as a positive, though. Like, I think that having multiple people with different perspectives actually makes for a way better podcast. So, ooh, the Fecund Green Shell, eh? Okay. Yeah, I think our opponent's doing the thing now. Man. Delighted Halfling, opponent popping off, drawing all the cards, playing all the things. That's just a swamp. That doesn't help. So I don't know. I think it's actually a positive that Crim's take is different than my takes, and Richard's take is different than Crim's takes and my takes. So I don't know. I don't see it as a tension thing. Oh, opponent, Prismatic Vesta, and oh, all right, sure. Plygon draw a million, and on to game 3. The problem is that Crim's opinion is monumentally closer to the average Harvest Pro shareholder opinion than people playing. So I think there might be a misunderstanding of Crim's position, and I don't want to speak for Crim, because you can speak to Crim and go to his whatever, like ask him on social media, go to his stream, and get it straight from him. But I don't think that Crim's opinion is like a shareholder type opinion. Crim just legitimately likes all of those things. Like, look in the back. Next time you watch the podcast, just look at Crim's background and see his VV toys and Marvel toys and Spider-Man comics. Like, Crim's, I have never thought that Crim is making some argument based on like what's good for Hasbro shareholders or something. I think Crim just like straight up, he loves that. He loves stuff like that. Like, it's not inauthentic. It's not brought about because of like Universes Beyond and him trying to defend it or something. Crim just loves comics, and he loves Marvel, and he loves Spider-Man, and he loves all that stuff. So I think that's just authentically Crim. I don't think it has anything to do with Universes Beyond coming to Magic or anything. I just think that Crim legitimately likes that stuff. I mean, I also don't like Lord of the Rings. It is funny. It is funny that the very few things that Crim dislikes, one of them is Lord of the Rings, which is the thing that a lot of people did like. But I think me and Crim have like such opposite perspectives on that, because I am as far away from knowing Marvel, knowing all that stuff is anyone in the world. Like, I know less about that stuff than probably anyone. And Crim knows more about that stuff than probably anyone. And I think that's probably like part of the fun of the podcast. Oh, okay. I mean, that's a demon. That's a hand. We don't have a Thoughtseize, so we're going to run it out and see what happens. But this hand does the thing. Is it enough? Is it enough to beat Old Man Gary? We're going to play a swamp. We're going to play a Infestation Sage and pass the turn. About it. Carpusin Forest and a Delighted Halfling. Well, we're going to play a land. We're going to play a Shambling Ghast. We're going to play a Cult Conscript. We're going to get in with the Infestation Sage. If our opponent blocks, oh boy, this is good for us, because we get the token. Demon of Deathgate, gonna let us kill the halfling, sack them all. Here comes the 9/9. Give you -1/-1. All right. Turn 2, 9/9 Flampler. Is it enough to win a game of Magic? Opponent, Delighted Halfling. Okay. Delighted Halfling. 9-ya. Opponent down to 9. One more swing. One swing away. One swing away from finally doing it. Opponent untaps. No white source. Fragment Reality is the card that could get us. Found it. Counting, thinking, looking, and come on. Kozilek's Command. That doesn't do it. They killed the Forsaken Miner. But the demon lives. And we successfully, after many attempts, actually won a game with Demon of Deathgate. It happened. Okay, so this deck I don't think is very, very good. I think we learned that this deck might not be very good. Maybe Round of Viper is better than Torgar. It strains your opponent, but 3 mana, 3 creatures. Torgar is 3 creatures, 2 mana. I could see that. Hey, what's up, dog? Good to see ya. Oh, okay. we're gonna leave that one on a high note. We're gonna leave that one on a high note. Instead, let's try some Stoneforge Mystic equipment action. So I don't think we can build literal Cawblade because, let me see, do I have, so here's a version that I built before. This could be the starting point. So there's no Squadron Hawk. So we can't build literal Cawblade. And I couldn't find, can y'all think of a replacement for Squadron Hawk? Like, is there a replacement for Squadron Hawk? Is Demon any good in Commander? No, not really. Like, you gotta do a lot of work, and then a 9/9 with people at 40 life is like a 5-turn clock. So even if you turn 2 it, you kill one person on like turn 7. It's just not good enough for Commander, I don't think, in most decks. Hey Seth, trying to flick playing on these historic jerks. You can try my build. I've had turn 2 hardcast Ulamog. Ooh. I mean, turn 2 hardcast Ulamog is kind of ridiculous. Eldrazi, eh? Yeah, I mean, Eldrazi. Wow, that is spicy. That is some ley lines. That is some ley lines. that is definitely a spicy one. Aracalypse for the 62nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup Jeffrey, thank you. I missed it too. I did. When I saw people like posting about it on social media, I was like, oh, I really wish I was there. But Vegas is coming. So the main purpose of Squadron Hawk in the Cawblade deck was to give you more shuffles to go with your Jace. So maybe it's like, and it does wear equipment. It is like sneaky. When this enters, you may search your library for any number of cards named Battalion. The only problem is it's 3 mana. I feel like at 3 mana, it might just be too slow. Like, Historic's kind of a powerful format. At 3 mana, you could use Legion Conquistador. You can use this thing, Battalion Foot Soldier. I feel like it's probably gotta be 2 mana for it to really be worth it. Tempest Hawk, you get flying out of it, which is nice, but you have to deal combat damage with it, and it's still 3 mana. So maybe there's just no replacement. Maybe there's no Cawblade because there's no Caw. So maybe it's just the Blade. Maybe we just got to go on the Blade part. Because I don't think there's a replacement for Squadron Hawk that is actually good enough to really play. Hey, what's up, Looney? How are you? Oh, since everyone's here, now that more people are here, reminder, next week, yeah, I still haven't added Squadron Hawk to Arena somehow. Next week, we're going to do viewer battles for the stream. So if you would like to viewer battle and get on the list early, either send me a whisper here on Twitch with your arena info and what format you want to play, or send me an email, savronella@mtduelfish.com, with the same stuff, arena info, what format you want to play, and I'll get you on the list for viewer battle. If there's time and not enough people on the list, you might still be able to jump in, even if you're not signed up, but I definitely recommend signing up ahead of time if you know you want to play. Lucid for the 66 months. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super, thank you. Oh, also, so we are about to kick off a new season of Commander Clash. We just recorded the last gameplay episode of season 18 yesterday. We're going to be doing stats next week. So when I think about 2 or 3 weeks, we'll have the switch over for the new season. So new season coming, new ban list. We had a meeting about the ban list. Not unbanning anything from our house ban list, but we are adding 2 new cards to the ban list. And for the first time in a long time, we have a brand new player that has never done a season of Commander Clash before coming on for next season. Someone you know. But someone who's never done Commander Clash before. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun because it's been a while since we've had a season with someone who has never done it before. We've had a lot of seasons where someone shifts out and someone comes back in, but it's fun to see someone that's brand new and has never done a run on Clash before. So I'm very excited for the new season. Not CGB. No. It's maybe I'm overselling this. I'll give you a little hint. It's someone who is involved with goldfish. It's involved with goldfish, and you have seen around here and there goldfish, but has never done Commander Clash before. Those are some pretty good. Neatuk, we've asked Neatuk. Neatuk doesn't really want to do it. Neatuk's more of a back end kind of guy. He doesn't really want to do the talking and that kind of stuff. So Neatuk, I don't think Neatuk, we've had him be like a backup before when we were really desperate, but he just doesn't really want to do the forward facing content stuff. He has pulled in when we were desperate before, but yes, it's gonna be Morgan. Morgan's gonna come in for the season. Editor Morgan, you've seen him on the podcast a couple of times. He plays Commander. He even has in the past his own like Commander series that he has done, so he knows Commander. I'm excited to see what the vibe's gonna be like. And then as far as bannings, the One Ring is finally gone. We've talked about it for seasons now. This season we all were just like, okay, let's just do it. Like in the past, I was kind of on the fence because I like the One Ring, and I was kind of like, if we want to ban it, that's fine. But I wasn't really pushing for it. After this season, I was on board with the One Ring too. I was like, all right, let's just do it. Like, do I think that the One Ring... So I think the One Ring should not exist, okay? Like, they shouldn't have been printed at the power level that it was. Do I think that they should ban the One Ring in Commander, period? Probably. My bar for banning something is pretty high now that they have the brackets, so I would say no. I think it should be on the brackets, but I don't think it should be banned everywhere. But I think it makes sense to ban it on Commander Clash because it's overpowered. It comes up, it's colorless. So I played in a ton of decks, and some people like Tomer refuses to play it. He doesn't play in hardly any decks, but we play it a lot. So it just like, it shows up almost every week, and it often takes over the game. And then you accidentally have the games where like someone copies it or bounces it, and then it really takes over the game. So One Ring gone. The other one that we ended up with banning is, we have some.
I have
Lucid.
a cue for you all. Do you know about any fun tournament structures outside of round robin, Swiss? My cube got picked up as a regular event by my LGS, so a small group. I've considered a multi-week league, team draft, etc.
Ooh, Lucid. Interesting. $3 donation. Thank you, Lucid. So, do you know about any fun tournament structures outside of round robin in Swiss? So I've heard of leagues, like the multi-work league thing. Beyond that, I'm not actually sure. I'm trying to think. Like, so many Magic tournaments are just the Swiss round robin thing. What are some unique tournament structures? Multi-week league would be cool. Team draft, Rochester draft. I don't know if you've ever done Rochester draft. Rochester draft's kind of neat, where you lay out all the cards and it's like face up, so you can see all the cards as they're being picked. Rochester draft's kind of cool. I think they did that at one of the Vegases for the beta draft. It was a Rochester draft. So there are some like twists on draft formats that you could do. But yeah, thank you for the donation, Lucid. Yeah, if anyone in the chat has ideas, definitely let me know. But that's all I can think of right now, Lucid, is something like that, like a multi-week league or a twist on the draft format. Quilt draft. I don't even know quilt draft. So yeah, so the One Ring's gone. We talked about Deadpool. Deadpool didn't get banned though, but we did discuss how Deadpool sometimes becomes like, can dominate games. I think a one-off Deadpool, perfectly fine, but the games where Deadpool starts getting like copied and reanimated and then everything's a Deadpool, all those games just end up looking the same and they all become like Deadpool games rather than whatever they were before. But Deadpool is not banned. The other card we ended up banning, Teferi's Protection. Teferi's Protection's gone. And I think that Teferi's Protection, honestly, I would argue that it should be banned in actual Commander. I feel like Teferi's Protection to me is a card that when it was printed in 2019 or something, but when it was printed, I think that it was legitimately the only thing that did what it did, and I felt like I had to play it just because there wasn't anything else that would do what Teferi Protection did as far as protecting your board and your life total. But that's kind of changed. Like, now we have the White Flare, we have Clever Concealment, we got Galadriel's Dismissal, we have so many different cards that can phase out your board. Some of them can also protect your life total, that I feel like T-Pro is just, it's not necessary anymore, and I think it just leads to... I think it leads to anticlimactic endings to games. Sometimes, like, the first few times, T-Pro leads to an exciting moment where it's like, oh no, someone's gonna die, but no, now they're not dead because of Teferi's Protection. But then the more you play with it and the more it shows up, you just expect the Teferi's Protection, or we've gotten to the point where a lot of people preemptively just main phase T-Pro, where you're like, oh, I build a big board, I'm gonna win next turn, I'm just gonna main phase T-Pro, y'all kill each other for a turn, and then I'll come back in and win the game. So I'm kind of excited for T-Pro. So nobody plays T-Pro at the highest level. I think that's true with CDH, but I think there's a big difference between CDH and casual, which is CDH, almost every deck is playing a ton of free interaction. And if you're playing a world where everyone's playing Force of Will, Force of Negation, Fierce Guardianship, Pact of Negation, even the cheap counters like an Offer You Can't Refuse, Swan Song, like, if your decks are just all of those things, then T-Pro's like, whatever, like, someone's just going to counter it. But if you're playing casual or not playing blue, like all CDH decks are, then T-Pro's definitely kind of tough. I love Mana Tithe. I don't really like playing Mana Tithe in blue decks, though. I think Mana Tithe is let's play a game. Let's just play a game with this build, and we'll go from there. I don't really like Mana Tithe in decks that have blue, just because if you have blue, then people are going to be expecting counter spells. I actually would like to see more stack interaction. I don't know. Green is so OP in Commander anyway because of ramping. I don't know if I'd start with green, but I would like to see, like, I think white, we've seen, like, Reprieve, it's had some, like, Mana Ties, some put counters back on the top of your deck type effects, so I'd like to see more, like, white-style stack interaction, even red-style stack interaction. I think Tybalt's Trickery, if Wizards would word it in a way that it didn't combo with your own cards, but I actually think Tybalt's Trickery is, like, a really, really cool design. I really like Tybalt's Trickery. So maybe like a twist on Tybalt's Trickery that just, you only can target spells your opponent controls, so you can't do the Cascade shenanigans or whatever. But yeah, I think that could be interesting. Green is just already so good. Green's just already so good that I don't know if I want green in specific to do it. Oh boy. Energy. Here comes the Amp Raptor opponent. Spin it to win it into a Sticky Fingers, okay. Sure. Well, that's Plains and Stoneforge Mystic. Tutor us up probably just the Batter Skull. Batter Skull's kind of nice. So we have Calder Complete on the top end. We have Cryptic Coat on the bottom end, or Sword. Batter Skull's kind of in the middle. Batter Skull's a good option if you think there's a chance they can kill your Stoneforge. If you don't think they can kill Stoneforge, then you just get Calder Complete. If you think they might be able to kill your Stoneforge, Batter Skull is much more castable. Oh, this is oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, we're in serious trouble. This is a Boggles deck with Amp Raptor for some reason. Well, that is some bad news. And I think we might be in some serious trouble. Cryptic Coat finds us a Field of Ruin. Oh, we were supposed to have Jitty was like bugged. There should be one Jitty in the deck. I'm gonna have to add it. Demonic, well, it's gonna be easy because I think we're just gonna get boggled out of this game instantly anyway. Has anyone played Remnant 2? I have not played Remnant. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're playing a bunch of one-mana auras, yeah, this... Sure. Sure. Jace the Fox Sculptor. Yeah, and this has ward, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll add one GT after this one. So Boggles, Supreme Verdict, and Split Up in, I guess. I guess our best bet's just to blow up their stuff. We'll go down the Fire and Ice. I wonder if Jace is just too slow. It's so wild to me. It's so wild to me that Jace would go from the best Planeswalker of all time, which it legitimately was, to arguably being too slow for every format. Like, I have come so far on Jace that I actually wonder sometimes if Jace would be fine in Standard. Is that crazy? Is that crazy, chat? Like, do you think Jace would just be too busted in Standard? Pound it aggressively, mulliganing, which Boggles tends to do. I almost think it would be the right. Like, I think it would still be good, like relatively good in Standard. But I don't know if it would dominate. I don't know if it would break things. I kind of feel like Jace would be okay in Standard. Wouldn't No More Lies be better than Mana Leak? Yeah. I mean, the only upside of Mana Leak is it's easy to cast. So that's... so I think Counterspell's better than Mana Leak. But I was worried that we wouldn't be able to have double blue on turn 2 consistently enough. I guess No More Lies... I don't think we have any colorless lands, so No More Lies might actually be fine. Now let's just play a Tuara, get in Hitya. I'm trying to think if there's... Oh, there's Field of Ruin, but that might not be enough of colorless lands to really matter. Esper Sentinel. Well, we will counter that. No reason to let our opponent have a creature. Ooh, there's Cloud. Well, play the land, play the Cloud. Get the equipment going. I guess we just take Cryptic Coat since it's cheap. Hitcha. Down to 16. I didn't know that Ponder was on Arena. Why is Ponder on Arena? When did they add Ponder to Arena? Because I honestly did not even realize that it was on Arena. So we'll have to add that too. We'll have to add the Jitte and the Ponder. But when did Ponder come in? Oh, it was part of Omen Pass. Oh, no wonder I didn't realize it. Oh, wait, let me... Huh. I've been focused so much on... the Arena Anthology stuff. We're going to have to look through the bonus sheet. There might be some really sweet stuff on the bonus sheet. I mean, I guess, do we Fragment Reality or just Wrath? Well, Prismatic Vest I cracked. We'll do a little updating. We'll do a little updating after this. Let's grab an Island. Yeah, I think we just Supreme Verdict. We lose our Esper Sentinel, but we get rid of the big threat. We get back our Cloud. We get to snag us a Batterskull. And we should be able to counter the Lurus on the way back down. Yeah, there might actually be some sweet build-arounds from the bonus sheet. Ooh, another Light Pause. Another Sheltered by Ghosts. I mean, we have a Fragment Reality. It will spin our opponent into something. Another Demonic Ruckus. Opponent answers the Cloud. Opponent passes. Definitely getting rid of the Sleight of Hands. Well, yeah. Get rid of the Light Pause. Pay the ward. Get back the Cloud. Opponent gets an Esper Sentinel. Grab the Calder complete. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I guess we actually just take Hallowed Fountain. I guess we just hardcast. At this point, we might as well just hardcast our equipment. That seems easier. There's the Spirit Dancer and the Portable Hole. Yup. And opponent gets and hits us. Now play the land. Play the Cryptic Co. Opponents had a lot of interaction for being a Boggles deck. Play the Cryptic Co. Pass the turn. Opposition Agent actually seems really sweet and timeless. We do have Dark Ritual, but another Spirit Dancer, my god. And you have an Aura. Wow. Oh, we're so dead. This is going so poorly. Next week, Badger, next week. Next week, viewer battle stream. Email me or whisper me to sign up with all your info. Yeah, I don't realistically know how we win from here. I mean, in our defense, our opponent has found every shelter. They've owned 3 sheltered by ghosts, which is kind of ridiculous. Well, get on the Batter's Co. Play the... I mean, I guess we can just try to load everything on the Cryptic Co. and try to get him that way. I don't know how realistic that is. Because with 2 Spirit Dancers, every Aura is so many cards. Opponent down to 11. We gotta hope they're out of Auras, but they're a Boggles deck, so the odds of that are not great. Not great. No! 4 of them? Literally all 4 of them? No way. About it. Well, opponent has found every sheltered by ghost. And yeah, this was not even close. Not even a little close. Found it. Ethereal Armor. Well, Boggles looking pretty impressive at the moment. Yeah, Reanimate was already on the list. We'll look at the bonus sheet after this game. All right, Demonic Ruckus. I mean, I guess we could draw Wrath, technically. It is basically one more draw step, and then we're dead. About it. Thinking. Counting. Alright. Opponent, still thinking, still counting, drawing new hands. And I guess we die right now. Turn 1 Oppo with Gemstone Dark Ritual will cause crazy scoops and timeless. Yeah, if you can get it on turn 1, some decks it can really get people. It is, I mean, it does depend on them playing fetches. Yeah, I mean, if you stick 2 core Spirit Dancers, you were gonna draw a lot of cards. All right, so we have Ponder. So we can go down the sleight of hands. We can add 1 Jitte. I wonder if Jitte is Jitte good? And then I guess 2 Field of Ruins. I mean, we can try the No More Lies. We can try it. I think that makes sense. I think it makes sense. It is a little bit harder to cast, but hopefully that doesn't matter too much. And then maybe we just go 1 Cloud. 1 Cloud, 4 Stoneforges. Yeah, let's try something like that. As far as the Marvel sheet, what is on this Marvel sheet that's interesting, if anything? And also new. Interesting and new to Arita. So Oppo Agent, definitely interesting. Turn 1 Opposition Agent in Timeless. Sounds like something I would really enjoy. That is going to have to be added to the list. Skithirex. Is Skithirex new to Arena? I don't think so. Actually, maybe. It might be. Although Skithirex, I don't know what we do with. Build some sort of poison deck. Arachnogenesis is funny. I don't know if it's a good 1v1 card, but Arachnogenesis is funny. Actually, we got Tangle too. So we got multiple fogs. We might have to build a Turbo Fog deck. If everyone's playing energy, I bet Turbo Fog could actually probably do some work against energy decks. Savage Beating. Nagila's a busted card. Oh, Mindbreak Trap. I mean, Mindbreak Trap is a reasonable sideboard card. Ponder, Wedding Ring. Winds of Change is new. Sawnhalf. Oh, Sawnhalf is such a cool card too. Oh, we're gonna have to do some Panharmoniconing with Sawnhalf. Is there an infinite combo with Sawnhalf? So you like blow up something that gets it back and lets you cast it again. Oh, Najila was already on Arena. Interesting. Come up in so many fogs. This was like the fog sheet. 3 fogs. Okay. So there's not a huge amount. So I think Oppo Agent, that's a big one. The fogs are interesting. Sawnhalf, I could see building a deck around. I could see building around that. Alibu, probably not. Yeah, there's some spice on there. Oh, Dualcaster. Yeah, Dualcaster Mage, Sawnhalf. Although you do the Dualcaster combo. Are there other ones? A lot of things go infinite with Dualcaster. Let's look at this page. Oh god. Pinnacle Monk, Burnt Offering, Sawnhalf. So Sawnhalf will up the Pinnacle. Oh, so Pinnacle Monk would be okay. So you Sawnhalf the Pinnacle Monk, get back Burnt Offering or Calling the Weak, and the Sawnhalf with your half of Pinnacle Monks. Then you Sawnhalf one, Burnt Offering one. Okay, that's pretty cute. That's cute. We do have the rituals on Arena. Oh, Blade Ring, Sawnhalf. That's only 2 cards. You still need a payoff though for all these. Like just by themselves, they're just generating infinite death triggers. So you still need an extra piece. Archaeomancer. I don't think is it? Let's try another game. I'm not sure if Archaeomancer's on Arena. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to build an opposition agent deck. That's gonna be a good one. Gutshot is not on Arena. I'm pretty sure it's not on Arena. So what formats have you all been playing lately? What is your current favorite format / deck to play? Any format, any deck. I'm curious what y'all are playing. I know a lot of people got to be playing Commander. The double Field of Ruin hand, not ideal. Yeah, I think we got a mulligan that one. Okay, this hand's fine. Let's put the consult to the bottom, I think. Oh, what are you playing? Oh, Canlander. I think Canlander would be fun.
I've read nearly the entire library.
I would like to try Canlander. We gotta kill that Tameo. Currently loving Standard Rooms. Oh, I want to revisit Standard Rooms. I played Rooms right after they came out like a year ago. More now? 2 years ago? Has Dustborn been 2 years? Good lord. However long it's been. I played Rooms right when it first came out, and it was really cool. How is Canlander? Dragon Sliver Lizard Wizard. It's got a good name, Dolphgrim. I'll give you that. Kefka Wizard Tribal. Yeah, Random Encounter is a blast. Oh, I love Random Encounter. That is one of my favorites. Timeless Dead Guy Ale. Ooh. What does your list for Dead Guy look like, Greg? Man, that makes me think of. Okay, so Dustborn's only been a year. Now let's split the difference again. We're gonna go Batterskull. I'm still too worried to just grab the Calder Complete, because if it dies, it's so bad. It's stuck in our hand forever. Yeah, no rush, Greg. My favorite in Commander is playing Tasha the Witch Queen. Ooh, I don't think I've ever built a Tasha deck. Oh, someone earlier asked how we do themes on Commander Clash, if they're like all done ahead of time? Is it done one at a time? So it changes a bit from season to season, depending on like who's in the season and so forth. But in general, usually try to do them like roughly a month at a time. Because we need time for people to get their decks and make their decks and all that kind of stuff. So usually try to do like a month worth of themes, and then we'll have that so people can do all the deck building stuff, and then kind of reevaluate the next month and go from there. There's definitely like a running list that we have where people just add ideas and so forth that we kind of work off of, but that's kind of the primary plan. Lady Octopus. How many of you have built decks with a Spider-Man commander? Do we have any Spider-Man commander decks out there? I feel like the Spider-Man set, as much as people like to criticize, including myself, and deservedly so, but I feel like there are some neat commanders in the set. Canlander needs to come online more easily. Like, if they could embrace Canlander on Arena, that's the biggest thing that keeps me from playing it, is just, like, not having an easy place to play it in favor. Found it. Gonna Metallic Rebuke. All right, well, you stopped the S%, though. But how about the Stoneforge Mystic? And this time we're going all the way. We're getting the Calder Complete. Kill it if you can. If not, deal with Calder Complete. About it. Would you like to die? Would you like to die? Yeah, deck. The Canlander deck looks brutal, dog. Wait, what is the point system from Canlander? How do you get to play Balance? Balance is an incredibly busted card. Canlander is the point system format, right? How many points do you have to spend? Oh boy, we get to untap with it. All right. Well, yes. Let's do the thing. Stoneforge Mystic. Cauldron Complete. How about a 5/5 first strike trample, indestructible haste? If you block it, it's gonna exile your thing, get in, hit ya. Balance is only 1 point. Interesting. Oh, Moxfield shows the points? I didn't even realize that. It shows you everything that's pointed. Let's see. Wait, I don't see. Where's it show the points? Oh, is this points? Huh. Yeah, I don't see the points on there. I might be missing it, though. Kappa Cannoneer. Now let's go to combat. Get in with the Cauldron Complete. It doesn't work, opponent. It doesn't work, opponent. Gonna take the beats down to 8. I think we need to deal with the Pinnacle Emissary. So let's Snapcaster. Get rid of the Pinnacle Emissary. Opponent gets more Ornithopters, sure. Well, play a Twara, pass the turn. We put the Batterskull into play, and Batterskull on the Cauldron Complete should be enough to finish it off. About it. Tamio. And Mox Amber.
Focus on only one project.
Sure. And I mean, opponent, they're popping off as hard as they can. And they're gonna flip the Tamio. Wait, we don't actually die here somehow, right? So Tamio flips.
Every plane has stories to share.
Ticks up.
Violence
Jeez,
is not the
what
answer.
a turn for our opponent. All right, Thought Monitor. Still going. About it. Retrofitter Foundry. Yup. And a Twara. And opponent. Getting in for 10. 11. Well, we'll see what those last cards are, opponent. Hits us down to 8. I mean, we can Stoneforge the Batterskull, but our opponent chained together so many cards, it might not be enough. So Stoneforge. Put the Batterskull into play. Kappa Cannoneer is a card. Well, I mean... do we just equip? So if we equip, we get in for 8. Opponent has to block. We gain 8. But then there's a Kappa Cannoneer still. I mean, I think that's what we gotta do. We get Vigilance, too. So move the Batterskull on the Calder complete. Go to combat. I mean, that is an impressive gerb. That is an impressive gerb. Going... what's in the graveyard? Galvanic Blast. So we're going to go to what? We're going to go to 16? The question is, do we have to kill the Tameo? And the answer actually might be yes. Because it gets back Galvanic Blast, and that's 4 damage. Yeah, I think we actually have to kill the Tameo. Wow, we might still just die here. We might still just be dead. Well, that's what the affinity decks do. They just pop off. What is the best way to send a deck list? So you can always just put a link in the chat if you want to. Or if you want me to have a more permanent copy, you can always email it to me at saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. But yeah, if you have a list of any type, you can just stick it right in here. About it. See the side nod, artifact land. I mean, and that makes it unblockable, and then we're dead, right? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I don't know what we're thinking about. That looks like death to me. Pointless for Canlander. I'm curious how logical this is. Can't sort by points? That's awkward. Oh, there we go. So Ancestral 8. So you get 10 total points. Ancestral 8, Time Vault Flash, Black Lotus, Time Walk, Thoracle. That's a cool system. I wonder if they considered this. Oh yeah, you can also send me a whisper on here if you don't want to put it in chat. I wonder if they considered anything Canlandery when they were redoing Commander. Like when they did the whole bracket system. Do you think that the Canlander system of points, could that be a better system than the bracket system? I guess with this, the thing I would say about Canlander is you have to pretty explicitly embrace proxies, right? Like, if you are going to have Power 9 be legal in your format, you have to, at least for some cards, allow for proxies, or it's just not, it's not going to work, right? Like, you have to, because no one can afford an Ancestral Recall or a Time Vault or whatever. Yeah, that was kind of, I think, part of what makes Commander so popular is it's casual. I had this thought the other day. This made me think of it now. I had this thought the other day. Do you think Magic is more fun the worse you are at it, if that makes sense? Like, I saw this Commander gameplay series. I saw this Commander gameplay series with people who are kind of like, I would say like kind of newer to Magic, it seemed like. And they just look like they were having so much fun. They look like they were having so much fun. Did they read all their cards? Did they do all that stuff? No, not always. Like, it was kind of like, yeah, whatever. We'll just, we'll... Oh boy, we should have sideboarded a little bit sooner, probably. Oh boy. Okay, close enough. But then I saw it, and I was just like, man, it looks like they're having so much fun. Like, yeah, it's not the most technical play. Yeah, like, whatever. But it just looked like such a blast. And I was like, man, I kind of wish I could go back to that point. I kind of wish. And there's no way to do it, right? There's no way to do it. It's impossible. But I kind of wish I could go back to, like, this time when I was just learning, and everything was new and magical and different, and putting together these absolutely horrible decks and playing my cards wrong. It's just so much fun. How do we recapture? How do we recapture that feeling? As people have been playing for a long time, how do we, is Commander it? Is Commander like as close as we get to that? Is just like playing a casual format that isn't spiky and sweaty? Yeah, we need like a brain wipe. We need a brain wipe. I think I saw that on Black Mirror. They do that Blaine. Remember what was, the episode with the, I don't know how many of you watch Black Mirror, but this was an old Black Mirror, but I think it's White Bear it's called, the one where the girl thinks she's being chased down by these like weird stalkery people and everyone's got their cameras, but actually there's a twist to it. But that's what we need. We just need a brain wipe, and then we can forget everything that we knew about Magic. We can forget everything that we knew about Magic and go back to how it was before, when we were bad at Magic. We probably should have been paying attention and actually countering things that turn. We probably should have countered this Retrofitter Foundry, actually. We probably should have paid more attention. I've been playing for almost 3 years. I still very much enjoy the game. I went hard into Magic when Lord of the Rings came out. I haven't looked back. I mean, I still very much enjoy the game, but there's just like, I don't know, there's something magical about like, maybe it's just like the newness of it, but I don't know, there's something magical in just like the joy of just like how fun and good Magic is before you get to the point where you're, stressing the number of sets that they're printing or worrying about what's getting banned or like the meta game, why is it not as diverse as it could be? We're gonna have to do this the hard way. So we get this. Get rid of the Retrofitter Foundry. Opponent still gets their 4/4. Yeah, it would have been better, I think, just to counter that on the way down. I know some people really hate the amount of sets coming out, but I personally love it. So many new cards and mechanics makes the game fun for me. What formats do you play, Swarly? I think the format you play probably has an impact on how many sets are ideal for you, I would think. And land and go. We're just gonna lose to this 4/4. Commander and Standard. I feel like do you play Standard in paper? I think my big concern with the number of sets is kind of added on with the cost of the sets being more, is it just seems like it's getting harder and harder to financially keep up on playing Standard. There's just so many sets. Commander doesn't matter as much, right? Because in Commander, it's pretty easy to just like take a set or 2 sets off if you want to, or only get a few cards from a set. But in Standard, I feel like the cost is the big concern, that just like, how do you keep up with 7 sets, especially when a bunch of them are sold at, higher prices than normal? So that's kind of my worry for Standard. I want to play this deck, but I don't have the wild cards required for it. Do you mind having a look? Any ideas? Let me see, chicken guy. How do we beat a 4/4? Apparently impossible. I really don't want to frame in reality this 4/4 token, but we might get there anyway. Yeah, I got the deck list. I'll put up in just a minute. Ooh, arena drafts. Yeah, timeless is fun. I've actually kind of enjoyed historic. I think there's a correlation, and I think this goes back to the newness thing we were kind of talking about, right? I think it kind of goes back to the newness thing we were talking about. I think there's something enjoyable about formats that aren't as heavily played as far as like the tournament scene. I think there's something that's really enjoyable about that. Yeah, we got to try to stop this, Emery. And I think it's just that those formats are not as not as broken, if that makes sense. Like, they're not as salved. They're not as salved. And I think that's part of what makes Timeless, Historic, Pauper to some extent, even though Pauper may be the least out of those like this. But I think, like, if you look at, like, the metagame for Historic, the #1 archetype is, like, Rogue, because there's just no tournaments, and no one knows what the best thing going on is. So compared to, like, Standard or Modern or something, I think you have way more people who are just throwing together whatever deck they want to play and playing it. And I think that ends up leading to a format that's pretty enjoyable. Ah, Oathbreaker. Ah, my Oathbreaker experience was not great. It was mostly Crim's fault for playing Teferi Silence, but I played one game and I was like, I'm never doing this again. I'm sure the format's actually super fun when Crim is not playing Teferi Silence. You still have Explorer on the site, but it doesn't exist anymore. I'll have to, well, I mean, we might as well ponder into the ponder, because that's kind of a freebie. So no shuffle, ponder into ponder. Ponder again. Okay, okay. Snapcaster. We're not snapping this turn. Yeah, let's do it like that. So draw the Celestial Colonnade, play the Colonnade, pass the turn. Yeah, I'll have to mention it to Richard, get it removed from there. Unfortunately, some of those formats we just don't get many decks for. And that's because there's just not really many tournaments. Like, the Historic, or the Timeless metagame page, there's like this random tournament kind of once a month with 20, 30 players, and that's like, that's it. But I think that's like sometimes a good thing. Hey, see you, Clusip. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I think we gotta do it. Oh, it's non-token? Oh, dear. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I was meant to remind you to talk about how y'all decide on new themes for Commander Clash and how you decide on... Oh, boy. That is death and death and death. Boy, we have not had much luck with winning with our decks today. I mentioned a little bit early, Thornblood. So the main way we do it, it's not planned out for the whole season. We have kind of a running list. We have kind of a running list of themes, of just ideas that people have. So we have like a big just doc that has everyone's ideas that they throw on it. And then usually do it about a month at a time. Doing it week to week isn't really realistic because people need time to build their decks and get the cards and all that stuff. So it's kind of time consuming to do that. So we try to do it usually like in month by month chunks. So like we'll have the first, the next 4 episodes. Here's the themes. You can get all your decks set and then do it again the next month. So that's kind of the main way. Have you guys thought about playing Pauper Commander? We might have to bring it back. We did Pauper Commander once, and this was like 10 years ago. This was a long time ago in the earlier seasons of Commander Clash. But we did it once in the early seasons of Commander Clash, and we pretty much all felt like it was one of... the Cannoneer has Ward 4, though. So we can, but it eats away our entire turn. So we can't also Snapcaster and kill the 4/4. Because that's the problem, right? We can't actually kill the 4/4, and we need to get the Snapcaster down to chump the 4/4 and kill the Kappa Cannoneer, and we just don't have enough mana to do all those things. I sent you a DM on my black-white token deck. Ooh, let me see. Oh, I see a message that says 8-2 so far in best of 3. I don't see the deck list yet, though. Well, let's get down the Stoneforge. Up against Eldrazi with Exploration, which is very frightening. Eldrazi's so good. Well, we gotta go Calder Complete. We gotta see if we can high roll. Get the Calder Complete, pass the turn. I'll hit you for one past the turn. Build it. Ghost Quarter. Overgrown Tomb. Oh, this has got to be Insect Eldrazi, right? With Ice Till Explorer. The Ghost Quarter makes me think Ice Till Explorer. Kozilek's Command. Gonna kill the Stoneforge. Oh no. Not great. Not a great spot to be. The problem is we need pressure. We need pressure, but we also need to stop our opponent, and that's a lot to ask. Let's keep the No More Lies. That can counter the first big thing. Maybe. Keep the No More Lies. Pass the turn. Well, maybe blade decks are just not... What happened to equipment? What happened to equipment? Equipment used to be good. There was a time when equipment were good. But it turns out traditional equipment are just... They're so slow. They're so slow these days. Magic's just gotten so much faster. Or, like, more powerful, which I guess makes it faster. You don't have as much time to, like, play a thing and pay some mana to put it on a thing. Oh, found it. Uggin's Labyrinth. Wow, they might have so much mana that this No More Lies doesn't even do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe. Found it. Are we exiling? Thinking. Have you played the Cleric deck yet? What is the Cleric deck, Sangawa? Summoning Myco Spawn, going to exile our land, get another land. I mean, if your equipment makes creatures, then it can be, then I guess it can be, especially if it makes those creatures every turn and gives them haste and trample. Oh, no, we haven't actually built a Cleric deck, but it is a fun idea. I feel like it'd be another fun against the odds kind of idea. But yeah, man, we have been losing with literally everything today. Yeah, I mean, like, I know this feels like an early scoop, but we have 2 mana and they have 20 mana. Are there any less intense replacements you could think of for Cathar Crusade? It's great on Mr. House deck, but keeping track of it gets silly and awful. Any suggestions? I mean, depending on the deck, you can play something like Coat of Arms, maybe. True Conviction gives everything, lifelink and double strike. I'd look for some sort of effect like that. Maybe Moonshaker Cavalry, some other sort of finisher. I don't think there's anything that's going to do exactly what Cathar's Crusade does that isn't also going to have the same super annoying tracking issues. But I might look for like something like that. Some sort of like static effect. All my stuff, whatever, gets double strike and lifelink, and I'm just going to attack you and figure it out from there. Like the Moonshaker. The White Virtue, I guess, it's kind of slow, but every turn you get a counter and untap everything. At least the counters in that case are just one shot, and it's not like juggling it every time a creature enters, trying to change stuff. Did I get my Flame Cosmetics? I don't think. Do I have to do something to get them? If I have to do something to get them, I don't think so. I might need to check the arena mail. I check the arena mail once every few years. I don't check it very regularly. Well, I don't know if the counters are even that good against them, since they're gonna have Cavern most likely. We can leave the actual counter spell, I guess. Consign to Memory is good. Worst case, it gets the triggers. Maybe like 2 Snapcasters. One Jason Fox Sculptor, better than all. Golgari Legends. People love Finn. Boy, everyone loves Finn. I feel like Finn is sneakily, like, way more popular than you would expect for an uncommon. People just love the idea of Finn. Golgari Legends. So Finn, Shigeki, Gix, Kanama the Westry, O'Hare, Vorinclex, Sorokin Gokor, Bringer of the Last Gift. I mean, I think the deck looks fine. I would say, I mean, I'd probably try to play Thoughtseize somewhere in the main or the sideboard. I think that's just depending on the matchup. Some matchups you really want the Fatal Push. Other matchups you really want Thoughtseize. I think it just, overall, I would probably try to find a way to speed it up a little bit. It just seems a little slow to me. That's my initial take. Like, it seems like if you get a chance to live for a while, you're gonna have some really powerful stuff. Maybe Relic of Legends. Maybe Relic of Legends. I know we don't have a ton of like things that you really want to tap, but maybe just being able to make 2 or 3 extra mana some turns to ramp into like the Surrak or the Bringer or something. Maybe that would go a long way. But I think it's probably something to just speed up the deck a little bit, because it seems a little bit on the slow side. How do we get cards in? The other thing I'm not sure on is how we get cards in the graveyard. Like the Bringer of the Last Gift plan, and then you have Surrak, so everything gets haste and you win the game. But it doesn't seem like we can really fill the graveyard. So I'm not sure how I guess we're just hard casting the Bringer. But I could imagine there'd be a cool deck where you like fill the graveyard, Bringer of the Last Gifts, Surrak and Gorklaw, hasten everything, win the game. That seems like a cool synergy. Well, let's start with a Hallowed Fountain, untapped, and Ponder. Jace Cryptico Atwara. I think we're actually just going to shuffle. We want to find... Oh! Did we shuffle exactly into the same card that was on the top of our deck, our one Atwara? I don't know how likely that is, but we did manage to do it. Well, let's play a Flood Farm Purge past the turn. Any advice for this deck? I'm working on in Timeless. It's rough against aggro. Any chance you could play it on stream or against the odds? Opponent. Ugin's Labyrinth. Exiling an Ugin, and then a 6. Oh, we might have to just kill the 6. Seems like kind of a waste of a split up, but we can't really let the 6 start generating value. We'll blow them up. We're gonna need a Damping Sphere very soon. Found it. Ghost Quarter. And Sowing Microspawn. At least we're not losing a land this time. Now we're drawing lots of lands. Let's Prismatic Vesta pass the turn. Opponent's getting the mana build up though, which is where the Eldrazi deck becomes very scary. Build it. Getting in with a Microspawn, heading up. Down to 15. Brutal. Unban at least Spreading Seas, Wizards. Seriously, Wizards. Seriously, buddy. How about some Spreading Seas being legal, Wizards? We can get the Damping Sphere, but it's kind of late to the party here now that they've already double Sowing Microspawned. Hey, see you, World Champ. So Badger, the deck definitely looks spicy. I haven't really seen a mono blue control deck in Timeless. About it. Yeah, even if we play the Damping Sphere, we still just get run over by the Microspawns. Arid Archway, gonna pick up the Ghost Quarter. Well, I mean, this is what we got, so we're gonna do it. Play the Damping Sphere. Play the Esper Sentinel. Pass the turn. You have Lithiform Blight that's spreading seas at home. I mean, doesn't that make the banning of spreading seas be even more insane? like why are we banning spreading seas if if a very similar card exists? Bout it. Conduit of Worlds. Are we gonna pay the 1? The answer is yes. Opponent gets to start playing lands from the graveyard. Gets in, hits us. Down to 8. Well, I mean, get in with this percent though. Hit ya. Oh, we gotta play the Batter's Skull. That's all we can do. Although our opponent's gonna be up to 7 mana, so he can just hardcast the big baddies. Well, all right, gonna get the Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the land, number 7. Ugin gets, man, so bad. Ugin kills the Gerb, and we die. So yeah, the mono blue control idea, Badger, is definitely unique. I'm not sure. You know what? Just for you, Badger. I don't want to play this. You know what? We got another game or 2 left in this stream. You know what? Well, I will try it right now. I don't know what to say about the deck, so we're gonna try it right now, and then I'll let you know. How about that? How about that? I will say, at first glance, it seems like it could get some wins like a control deck. It kind of just looks like a control deck to me, basically. Like a control deck that can do some cool things with Master of Waves and can blow people out with Narset in Days Undoing. But then being mono blue kind of struggles with removal, so you're going to have issues with aggro, most likely. But you know what? Just for you, Badger, we will try it. We'll try a game or 2. So this deck, Badger just put in the chat, mono blue timeless card draw is the name of it. So the best I can tell, it's kind of like a mono blue control deck, I guess, where you're just playing a bunch of counters. You got Tameo, which is busted. I guess the big payoffs would be potentially Master of Waves to make a bunch of creatures, maybe an instant speed with Leyline of Anticipation, or trying to Days Undoing with a Narset out to wipe away your opponent's hand. You got some big top end in Ugin. Not really, I guess a mana drain could ramp into it, but not really much ramp to get to us. So kind of just, well, I guess Nykthos. I guess it's kind of mono blue Devotion? Huh. I will say, as a Devotion deck, well, let's try it. As a Devotion deck, all the Brainstorms and counter spells in Days Undoings and One Rings make me a little skeptical, just because, even Ugins, make me a little skeptical because they aren't adding blue mana symbols. But let's give it a go. Let's see how the deck plays. That's the best way to test it. I didn't build the deck. I imagine that the mana drain might be a budget choice, perhaps. Hey, CatCam fan! I'm glad you got some. Enjoy the drafts. I mean, that was super. I'm glad it worked out that way, that we had those to give out. I think that was one of the best parts of doing that stream. All right, let's see if this deck works. All right, so this hand's very expensive. We don't want this Ugin, but we have a Brainstorm to put it back. Have you got to play this deck much, Badger? The other thing I would worry about is just the strip mine meta. The strip mine meta makes me a little nervous. Makes me a little nervous about trying to build up Nykthos mana. I almost wonder, you know what my gut is? My gut is this is probably actually a deck that would be better in Historic. That would be my first guess, because I don't think, like, you lose a couple One Rings that I don't know if you really need anyway, but I don't think you lose much if you played this in Historic. And then you also wouldn't have to deal with opponents strip mine locking you, which is a pretty popular technique. So I think if I was building this deck, I would probably make it a Historic deck rather than a Timeless deck, personally. A loony! So all I need, if you want to do the viewer battle stream, send me a message somewhere, right? You can email me, saffron@mtgoldfish.com. You can send me a whisper here on Twitch, doesn't matter. All I need is to know your arena info, so your username and also the numbers after it, hashtag whatever numbers, so I can add you as a friend. And then what format you... Cannot get away from these Ugins. And then what format you would like to play. So we can play any format outside of maybe, I mean, I would prefer not alchemy. I don't have alchemy decks, but other than alchemy, choose whatever format and I'm down with playing it. The main idea was to do the Days Undoing trick and then win with lots of blue mana. Try to get Leyline in your opening hand to Days Undoing. That is a cool idea. I mean, I think the Leyline Days Undoing plan is spicy. Opponent getting in with the frog mites. Down to 17, found it, land, and so it's got to be some sort of affinity. Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to try to counter it. They probably have some defense. All right, well, we stopped the Pinnacle Emissary. That's good. Opponent's going to pass. Well, let's untap. Oh, see if that was a mana drain. Well, I guess we got to warp this Quantum Riddler just to try to hit a land drop here. Riddler. All right, I mean, do we want to put something on the top of our deck? I guess getting back to Brainstorm is probably fine. Yeah, let's get the island. We might as well get the island. Mystic Sanctuary. Get back to Brainstorm. And this lets us leave up the mana drain, which is kind of huge. I would like to participate Tuesday. Not sure if I'll be working or not. Also, it is perfectly fine if you add yourself to the list and then you can't make it for some reason. I'm not going to hold it against you. If anything, if you think there's a chance you're going to do it, I would get on the list, because the other upside of getting on the list is if you're on the list and you don't get to play, you get priority the next time we do it. So it's still worth signing up, even if there's a chance you might have to work or something like that. Jaguar for the 80th month. Good to see ya. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Please resolve so much for your subscription. You got a spell. Oh, they have Metallic Rebuke. Yeah, man, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. I think we might be dead. I guess we just have to play the One Ring as like the only somewhat realistic option. Oh, I knew a Quantum Riddler. Man, Kappa Cannoneer, no matter what deck I'm playing, I feel like I get got by Kappa Cannoneer. The card's just so good. Found it. Spire Bluff and combat and passes. Well, all right. Opponent's going to start cracking bobbles. Sure. We only have 2 One Rings. Another Riddler. So many Riddlers. Well, One Ring. Draw some cards. No lands. Brainstorm. Okay, there's a land. Ish. Huh. We just can't beat the Kappa Cannoneer, though. Well, we'll put back some stuff. I don't even know if we win. I don't even know if we survive another turn. All right, let's play a Leyline of Anticipation for 4 mana. So we take 7. And then next turn we can flash in Master of Waves and make some bodies. We're dead to literally any... We're dead to anything that triggers Kappa Cannoneer. So opponent flips Tameo. Just got here. Is it still sending email to participate? Yeah, you can send an email, or if you want to send me a whisper on here, I'm gonna check my Twitch whispers too this time to try to make it easier so you don't have to email if you don't want to. But yes, just send me the info somewhere, either email or here. I lost to this absolutely wild Pioneer deck. Oh, you have discovered You have discovered the Pioneer Scapeshift deck. I actually... Oh, that deck is wild. All right, let's draw cards and then die. One ring. Save us with our mono-blue cards. No, none of them stop a copy cannon here. Yeah, this deck, I was actually thinking of doing a video of the Pioneer Scapeshift deck, and I started playing with it, and it is one of the biggest click simulators that I have ever played. Like, once you start to do the combo turn, oh my god, is it so much clicking. And now I'm like, I don't even know if I want to sit through the amount of clicks it takes. The combo would be much easier in paper where you can shortcut stuff, but on Arena, the loop is really cool. So if you've never seen this before, and I'm glad you brought it up, Joe, because it is a ridiculous deck. But the idea is basically to set up a game state where you can loop 2 Lumras. Lumra, when it enters, you reanimate all your lands. You have Port of Karnfeld, which can reanimate a creature. You have Splunking that makes lands come into play untapped. So once you get it set up with 2 Lumras, you can like play a Lumra, get back 4 Lotus Fields, get back the Port of Karnfeld, use the Lotus Fields to sack a bunch of lands. It all comes into play untapped because of the Splunking. Then you can reanimate another Lumra with a Port of Karnfeld, the Legend Rule to get one back in the graveyard, to get back all the Lotus Fields. Essentially, you just make all the mana and loop this a million times, and then eventually you can win. Thassa's Oracle seems to be the plan for this build, so eventually you just empty your entire deck with the loop and win. There's also Ipnu Rivulet. You can mill your opponent out that way. The deck is super wild. It is super wild. All right, we're going to go down Ugins, which I think are just too slow. We can go up the Annuls, which seem good. So Mulligan for, and the Karn Silexes could be good. So Mulligan for the lane line is the idea. Let's go down to Meringue River Regent. And yeah, Counterspell's pretty slow. Let's try it like that. Yeah, might have to do some more paper Magic games. That might be the solution. What do you think of content like that? Well, we wanted ley lines. We also needed lands though. All right. Well, no ley lines, but we got lands. What do you think of content that is like the 1v1 paper content? The thing I run into, the thing I always wonder, I don't know if I've ever asked you all this, but like, is it worse in some way because it's not against random opponents? That's the only my only concern is when I play an arena or on Moto, it's like random opponents, but if we do it and it's me against Krim or me against Richard, it just kind of feels, you don't get the like same variety of matchups. I think depending on the deck though and the theme, I think some themes work really well for that. And there's definitely some big upsides of being able to play that way too. Play One Piece with Richard for content. I mean, that would probably have to be a Patreon video. I'm sure Richard would do it though. Seth, would you ever consider doing the Dollop style podcast or video series where someone who knows a lot about the stories of various Magic sets reads it and explains it to Seth and the audience? I don't know what the Dollop is, but the way you described it to me, yeah, I think I would consider that. It seems like it could be cool. Well, let's play this Karn Silex, see if it resolves. I mean, this would be a blowout. We need engineered explosives on Arena. But I'm gonna crack the bobble. See what we got on top. We got the Master Waves. Gonna come along with a 1/1. Opponent draws a couple cards. You'll have to see. Maybe we end up doing another paper game or two for some of those videos. I don't know. Maybe I just suck it up and click through the deck and do it in actual Pioneer too, because it is really cool. Oh, there's a ley line of anticipation. Well, that's Mystic Sanctuary. Put the Annul on top. Wow, opponent gonna sack the crypt. Okay. Do we even sack this? So we blow up 2 frogmites. An opal and a bauble? You know what? Let's just play the ley line. I think that's fine. We can wait. We're not dying this turn. Playing the ley line. This lets us flash in the Master of Waves next turn, potentially. Life with a ley line out is pretty good. The Dolph is a podcast where comedian David Anthony reads the stories from American history from his comedian friend Gareth Reynolds, who has no idea about the topic going on. That's the opening line of the show anyway. It's pretty entertaining. I can see that. That's actually probably not a horrible idea especially for Universes Beyond sets, where I just don't know about, like, Avatar. I don't know about some of those. So that would actually be super. That would actually be super cool. I might actually try to do that, Cat Cam fan, because that actually sounds like a super neat idea. Okay, so what do we not want? We can flash stuff in. So put back Tameo. Put back Narsat. Leave the Tameo on top. Play Polluted Delta. Pass the turn. Leyline is so... Man, I wish Leyline saw more play, because Leyline, it just puts your opponents in such a funny position where, what do you do when your opponent can flash stuff in? Like, if they attack with the Frogmites, we can, like, warp in the Quantum Riddler, draw the Tameo, play the Tameo, block. Oh yeah, the deck command, since we've been brewing decks today, normally the deck command is set up based on whatever deck we're playing, but because we've just been making decks today, the deck command is not updated. Oh, opponent. Frogmites. Well, warp it. Warp a Riddler. Draw a couple cards. Tameo. Block.
That's an interesting story.
The power of Leyline. Hey Seth, can't stop coming back to being the most annoying player I can be. Any suggestions on where to put a copy of Isochron Scepter? Ooh. Did you see the Pro Tour decks? There was from the last Pro Tour, like, some of the best performing decks were actually control decks that had the Orm's Chant Scepter lock in them. Found it, Ornithopter. But a lot of those decks only played as a one-of, because it's a finisher, right? So you can just wait, and in the late game, find your one Scepter. Plus you got card draw and cantrips and such. But you just wait to the late game, and then you do the thing. I'll go to combat, get in with the Tameo. Oh, but there's a Kappa Cannoneer again. Again. Oh, boy. So we need to hit lands, right? The way we win is actually by hitting lands. 5, 6, 7. Let's sack the clue. Okay, there's a land. Well, next turn we can rat the board. Can we survive this turn? Found it. Seat of the Synod. Grows the Dorks. Goes to combat. Attacks. Alright. We will take the beats. Down to 3. Opponent's gonna crack, take a peek. Sure. I mean, maybe this Karn Silex might be enough, because it can kill the Kappa Cannoneer, which is huge. Well, Oh no! Oh no, the non-bows! Players can't pay life to cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. So we can't crack the polluted delta with the Karn Silex, so we have to top deck a non-fetch land or we die.
I have practiced against enemies.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know about that synergy. Not sold on that synergy. And that is not a land. Oh, we're dead. Wow.
Hone your prowess.
Oh, all right. Dead to the cannon here. We'll give it one more game. One more shot. One more shot with this mono blue deck. My current advice. Yeah, I mean, I guess I might consider it a deck building punt, but I mean, I guess it's a punt for me. I should have, I guess, read the Karn Silex more. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Karn Silex Fetchland combo. Is that, maybe it's just necessary? Is there not a better option? Oh, all right, the inbox. I will look, Galaxy. I will look. Let's see. What's in the inbox? New. They just sent a message that says new. We did it. We got a flame. We got a flame. We got a flame. Default flame all around. We're flame lovers here. All right, let's give it one more shot. They suggest Bant Rizzler. Ooh, some elemental action. I mean, Risen Reef can draw some cards. Risen Reef is a super cool card. This reminds me a little bit of the sort of the Flibblethip deck we played with the Birthing Ritual. Like kind of in a similar IO, there is a Flibblethip in there. So yeah, it reminds me a lot of the Flibblethip deck. Yeah, deck's super fun. You just get to draw so many cards. Yeah, that seems like a sweet build. All right. Can we win with this deck? Can we win? From Mythic 432. Flame is just my take is this. My take is that Flame is a way for people who are, oh boy, Devour Destiny. And we're on the draw. I think that Flame is essentially, I think it's partly ironic, but I think it's partly a way that people can kind of send a message to wizards about their feelings about the Spider-Man set that was not especially beloved by like the most hardcore internet crowd of Magic. So I think it was partly ironic and partly people using it as a way to just send wizards a message like, we're rejecting man. Leyline of Anticipation off the top on turn 1 is always the worst, because if it was one card deeper, but I think it's Wizards sending a message, you tried to, or people sending Wizards the message, you tried to make a Pikachu in Liu, and you tried to do this and that, and see, it can work. We do like things, but we're going to choose what those things are, not you. So I think there's a little bit of that message in there too. I'm going to be very curious to see how they handle loot next turn. Are they playing colorless? Are they playing a straight up colorless Once Upon a Time deck? Yeah. So I will say Badger. I think this is, we'll look at it after this match. I wonder how many of the cards do we lose if we go to Historic? Oh, opponent. So I think we're kind of, yeah, there's a Flesh Rig. Double Flesh Rig's pretty good. Timeless is a very degenerate format. It is maybe the most degenerate format in all of Magic. So I tend to shy away from playing fair decks in Timeless. And if I'm playing Timeless, I want to be doing something on like turn 1, turn 2. Yeah, we're kind of dead. It'll be interesting to see how they handle loot next year, because we know they're wrapping up that storyline, right? We're seeing the end of the loot storyline. And I'm very curious how the story ends up. Like, what is the end of the story? Like, what is this all building towards? Yeah, that is timeless. Show and tell turn 1, strip mine lock turn 1. That is Storm Dark Ritual into Necro Storm turn 1. Like, it is a messed up format. I love it. I think it's super fun. I enjoy very degenerate Magic like that. I'm hoping Lou is Bolus the whole time. It's Bolus in disguise. He disguised himself as this cute, but not exactly as cute as maybe it wanted to be. And suddenly, he just attacks Jason Vroska or something. And then Dwight from The Office saves them, and his spark ignites, and he becomes the 5th X-Men alongside Jace and Luke and I don't know, Magneto. I don't know, X-Men. Found it. Ancient Tomb. Tally. See, I don't know why they don't hire me to write the Magic novels. Let's play a land. Get in, hit you with the Tamio. And yeah, past the turn. Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool's got to be there. Another strip mine. Yeah. Well, sure. Sack a clue to see if we can hit a land. And what? Kill the Tamio. Kozilek's command. There's the Kozilek's command. Ooh, boy. Okay. Yeah, okay, we hit an island. So I guess we can leave up the mana drain. Okay. Hitting that island was big. We're still in the game. Glaring Fletch Rig, I mean, we just gotta do it. We gotta counter whatever we can counter. Is anyone just not engaging with Spider-Man OM1 at all? It's easier for me as a mostly draft player. I'm just skipping entirely, wondering if anyone else is. I will say, Cat Cam, it's a lot harder to do if you're someone who plays constructed. At least we're just gonna full price this Quantum Riddler. At least that's what I like. It's so hard to really avoid a set just because, like, if you're playing standard or even modern or pioneer, like, some of the cards are gonna show up. So I'm not really avoiding it, but I don't think it would really be possible to avoid by playing standard in those formats. I think if you're mostly playing limited, I think then it's pretty easy. And I think maybe that's even one of the upsides of having 7 sets a year. That means a new set's coming out every less than 2 months, right? Every 7 weeks or something. Jeez. Yeah. Well, let's brainstorm. And put back what? So Narset just dies. I mean, I guess what we got to set up is... Leyline into Master of Waves. I'm still not sure that's going to be fast enough. Found it. Passes. Well, Polluted Delta. Crack Polluted Delta. Get an island. And Leyline of Anticipation. Can you beat our Flash? Pass the turn. What do y'all think of Pig 2? Have you tried the Pig... Oh, no. Sire 7 does. Have you tried the Pig 2 drafts, Cat Camp fan? Do you enjoy them? Well, there's a cameo. I guess we get the Brainstorm. I mean, opponents only got 2 cards. Or 1 card in hand. So I guess there is a world where this Master of Waves carries. If they have a Kozilek's command or something, we're super, super in trouble. Found it. Getting in. Well, okay. Cameo. Flash it in. Master Waves. Flash it in.
I'm late for class.
Make some elementals. Just a few. And block, and block, and block. Block, take 7. Get rid of the Devour. No, you really have a Kozilek's command? I'll dismember. Alright, fair, fair. What's up, Wall of Chaos? Well, we've been having fun. We haven't won much today. Oh, they had the Kozilek's command too. Alright, yeah, 7. I think our opponent's playing on a little different, a little different level than we are, as far as just the speed. And another Sire of 7 deaths. All right, I don't think there's enough Master Waves in the multiverse. Brainstorm. Okay, the One Ring technically keeps us alive for a turn. It does, technically. And we get to flip the Tamiyo. Look at that. Look at that. Take up that Tamiyo.
With my life. Think before
when One Ring enters, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything until the end of your next... I mean, I guess we'll cast it at instant speed just because it's funny. I've never casted One Ring with Flash before, but... Hey, what's up, Comic Sans? Thanks for swinging by. Good lord, that's a lot of big Eldrazi. Found it. Gonna exile the Tamiyo. Sure. That's a lot of 6/6s and 7/7s. Well, One Ring. Got him. Got him. Protection from everything. Draw that Daza doing it. Yeah. It's not that nice, opponent. We're still dying. Well, One Ring. Triggers. Well, draw some cards. And death. So here's my advice on this deck. I think the idea is fun. Flame looking good. I think the idea is fun. I would say, and we're gonna look at it right now, I would say 100% my feedback would be I would play it in Historic rather than Timeless. If we move this over to Historic, what is banned? So 1 copy of Mana Drain, whatever. That can be another counter spell. Brainstorm, that can be Ponder. And then fetch lands, not really necessary anyway. I guess they're nice for the Mystic Sanctuary, but they're not really necessary for a Blue Devotion deck. So considering, and then Harbinger Seas, I wish was legal, but I guess it has to be Damping Sphere, just for the Eldrazi matchup. That's probably what I would do. So I think the idea is cool. I like the Leyline of Anticipation. I like the Master Waves. I think Nykthos way more likely to pop off in Historic than Timeless because you don't got to deal with Strip Mine and just everyone plays Strip Mine. But I think it's just a deck that's too okay. I don't think I can claim the packs. Where are their packs? That just goes to the announcements. Oh, I see. There's 3 Omen Pass. All right, there's the Omen Pass. Are there? Okay. Vote out. Oh, the Among Us card. Boom. Claim it. Wow, I haven't claimed packs in forever. Claim it. Wow. It's been, look at all this stuff. Oh my god, Final Fantasy. Wait, are there even more packs? Dragonstorm Alchemy. Look at all these packs that I did not open. Ether Drift? Ether Drift Alchemy. Okay, I got like a year's worth of packs in there. Well, all right, I guess we get to open some packs real quick. But that would be my advice on the deck. I would definitely switch it over to Historic. It takes minimal changes, and I think the format just might be more the speed and the power level for the deck to actually have a chance to do the thing. Nykthos gets better. The format's just a little bit slower. Not that it's slow by any means. Historic is still very powerful. But that's probably what I would do. I think it's probably a much better Historic deck than a Timeless deck. I think the Timeless meta is just a little too degenerate and a little too double Draconic fealty. And a little bit too Strip Mine heavy for Nykthos to really pop off. That's why I always play prison decks in Timeless. You just gotta keep people from playing Magic. Whew. Thanks for the advice. We'll try Historic. Do you think Chromox would help? So if we're gonna keep it in Timeless, I would add Chromox 1,000,000%. I think anything to speed up the deck, I would go for. Doesn't really solve the strip mining the Nykthos problem or whatever. So that would still be a concern. But yes, if you want to run it in Timeless, I would definitely add Chromox. Just anything to make it faster, just because the format's so ridiculously fast. Oh, Galaxy, does stuff like that bother you, Galaxy? You should see my Yahoo email box. I don't even want to know. What is the number? The number is 150K apparently. So if you thought the arena inbox was bad, don't look at my Yahoo. Don't look at my Yahoo. Anyway, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for today. So reminder, next week's stream, viewer battles. If you want to play, send me your arena info. Let me know what format you want to play. But I'd love to see some of your sweet decks, to see the sweet brews. So we'll be doing that next week on Tuesday. Anyway, reminders. So I will say the Yahoo email is one that I got like 25 years ago, and it still exists. I got it when I was like a kid. It still exists, but I don't really actively use it for much anymore. So it's just kind of build up with spam over the years. My Goldfish one which is the one I actively use. Still not great. I think it's still like 1,700 with all the random like spams and stuff. But yes, way better than Yahoo. Anyway, reminders on the way out the door. YouTube for the old replay YouTube for the old streams. Normal YouTube got some pretty fun decks coming up for Against the Odds and Much Brew, so keep an eye out for those. One more shout out to our sponsor, Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/mtdgoldfish. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing and awesome, and I love y'all. I hope you have an amazing day. Have a great week, and yeah, we'll do it all again next week for Viewer Battle Stream. So I love y'all. Be good, everyone. Stay safe out there, and I will talk to you soon.